This is the button that I need. What's up, everybody? It's Friday night, and we're gonna play some D&D. Yeah, it is October 6th, 2023. Yes, I know it's October already, and we have been playing Jungles of Chult now for 62 sessions. 62 sessions. And last session we left off, you guys were still kicking some wizards, red wizards, horses, like up and down the block. And when we left off, you guys were, it's kind of added to the map. Did you guys notice that?
Hey.
Just some, some stuff up there and some stuff down there to make it feel like you're up on a mountain, right? And you guys, when you got here, there were, remember the little delivery guys delivering stuff on skiffs, and they unloaded and they went in the cave. And when they left, you guys were like, "What the?" And you started kicking their guards' butt. There's some pretty tough guys out here too, and some iron golems. Well, seems like everyone's backed into the cave, and they've sealed the door, the iron door that's in the cave. The red circle is still Juku's dawn or daylight or dawn, I think it is, right? I think you have dawn.
Yes, I have dawn going.
Dawn, yeah. And we just ended the encounter, right? Because we're still kind of in the middle of some decisions right here, so we're just gonna take a pause and get caught up on things. Remember, it's freaking wickedly cold up here, and you guys do have cold weather gear. Remy, is your Harper contact that kind of told you about this place and then ran into you here? What?
It helps if it's retractable.
What did I miss? Oh. And
Remy looks beat up.
Remy also, you were thinking trying to sneak in. Now you're like, okay, that's not gonna work. So what are you guys thinking? Like, what are your characters up to at the moment?
I'm going to go over and
Here,
give Remy a cure wounds.
All right, so you guys. Like, what are your thoughts? Are you thinking of getting in the door, or is that what you're trying to do?
I think that's where we should go. Yeah.
You guys are like gonna just mad rush forward and keep moving.
Or we can take a long rest. I mean, a short rest.
It just gives them time to prep. They're behind the door there. They can't come out while I have the thing going, but it's only going to last for like 7 more rounds. Or 6 more rounds.
Looks like Remy is still hurt. Let me hit him again.
Well, let's discuss.
I'm a ranger. What do I need spell slots for?
Snow. She's got some healing too. Who wants to play Snow? If you don't want to play Snow, roll a d20 and the lowest is going to win. Uh-oh, Smedley. Oh!
No.
Smedley doesn't want to play Juke. Snow, so.
I'll play Snow.
So now you can use Snow to do some healing. She is released, I believe, so.
Yep. All right. Let's see.
So I can drop this. Do we want to go on in or do we want to wait out here? I don't see the point in waiting.
I don't see the point in
So
waiting.
let's see if you guys can maybe hear some stuff. Let me use. I'll push it to you guys since you're looking at stuff right now. I'm gonna use requested roles.
If we didn't already, I want to do a quick check of the bodies. Look for keys or maps.
Oh yeah, let me pull the encounter back up
Notes,
and see.
sketches.
But first, I want you guys to roll.
Ways to trigger glyphs to open magic doors.
Oh, just one of.
Maybe we just need
these
their
things.
thumbs. Thumbprint to unlock the door.
Did that work?
Nothing got pushed.
Huh.
The only healing magic Snow has is a mass cure wounds, which I will not use
There
here.
it goes. Oof.
Who is still
All right,
hurt?
so yeah, a couple of you got high enough that you definitely can hear
Eleazar.
Eleazar.
the
gotcha.
the mining, the construction sounds that you guys heard when you first got here. You no longer hear that. It has like stopped, and the sounds moved further inside. Right, you can tell they moved away. Let's check out this encounter. Let's see. This one.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of stretch.
All right, so there's
Odd.
Did you guys defeat one of the iron golems?
Yes, we did.
All right, so there's a defeated iron golem, and the guards are wearing plate mail, and they carry great swords, and they also have short bows. So you guys can top off arrows if you want. Fill up your quiver or whatever. The red wizard went inside, and you're pretty sure there's two more iron golems. They're not hard to hear moving around, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
When I was loading ships for the Gulf War in Amsterdam, there's this massive ship that came in, and it took us forever to load it because it was so big and it held so much. But they started putting the M1 Abrams on the ships, and you can hear them running, right? They have a distinct sound like a AK-47, and but everywhere the Abrams was moving around, the ship would list. It was weird, and this ship was massive. So yeah, you can tell where those iron golems are inside if they're moving around. They have a distinct sound.
They're slightly rusty. Need oiled.
All right, so I'm gonna give you guys 3 rounds, and then to do what you guys just did, right? Right, you cast a couple spells, you drink some potions and stuff like that.
I cast at least 3 healing spells. So
Yeah. Yeah, so if just in case we need to maintain any spells or whatever.
Juku has the maze on his back. Do you ever do any kind of meditation?
yes, I meditate on it every day as part of my religious
thought-
rituals in
I
recovering my
remembered that.
spells. Yep.
So as we finish searching around stuff, Eleazar's gonna come over to you. feel like I'm sort of look around, make sure no one else can hear. I feel like I'm sort of like losing control, anger, and maybe you can show me some of those meditation things later tonight when we stop.
I'd be happy to.
He's got a bit of a
I'll just
Tourette's
sort of
problem happening
the-
sometimes
walk
too.
away.
The path that I follow may not be the path that you follow, but perhaps together we can find what path is correct for you.
Mogwai. Mogwai. All right, so I mean, you guys probably gonna have some kind of discussion on how to get past this big ass iron door, or what?
Yeah, that we got to get up and inspect it first.
So do we see? Did they come out of it, or were they on the other side of it already?
They were. Well, no, the golems open the frickin' iron door. They move it as
Okay.
needed. So you knew that it had been opened and closed while you were here, right? Because they were carrying some supplies in, and it doesn't seem that the temperature's any different. Actually, you think it might be colder inside.
How is the door being held to the wall? How is the door attached to the wall?
It's on a track, kind of in a stone track that they've kind of carved, and it kind of slides back, like into the cave.
Okay.
So
So it's gonna.
Eleazar will say,
It's
"Come on, Juko,
you guys
you
estimate
can
it
get this."
weighs it weighs upwards of a half a ton, maybe.
So
Okay.
it's gonna require some real strength to move it.
Or a stone
Juku-
shape.
Juku and Eleazar,
Yeah.
we got this. Come on.
Yeah.
Will stone shape work on a metal door?
No, but it'll work on the stone that the door is sitting in.
Right?
True.
It's not
Well,
in
let
a
me back
metal
up, because if
frame.
that door decides to fall over, I don't want it to kill me dead.
We'll try and move it first physically, but if that doesn't
With
work,
his strength of 19 and my strength of 23, I think we can
yeah.
do that.
I could contribute a strength of 19 if you guys can't move it. I've got a potion that'll get me up there.
I'm just saying, if you move it, there's some iron golems on the other side, so you may want to put your tokens where they're gonna go, because I'm gonna go lock.
Let me open the map again.
Well,
Sorry.
since I'm going to be part of the opening, I'll be up.
Yeah, that's
Up
what I
front.
say. It should be.
And we're not trying to open both. We're just
No,
gonna
it's one
both grab the
massive.
same one.
It's a
It's
single
one.
door.
It's one massive piece of iron.
And don't forget snow. Snow
Oh,
on the
yeah.
mountain.
Snow on the mountain.
And I'm going to ready an immovable rod. If we can get it open, I want to jam that in there so that they can't close it on us again. And then I want to,
Okay.
when I get a turn, I'm going to cast Dawn inside there again
Okay. All right.
and let them roast.
All right. So, who's
Is
helping?
my thinking. It's Juku is helping Eleazar.
And everybody's where they're gonna be, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm not even gonna make you guys roll a strength check, because the iron golem can move it by himself, and he's got a 24 strength. So I think you guys should be able to move it by yourself, given enough time. And you guys drag this thing open, and it kind of, as you get it going, it does
We're gonna
kind
do it
of
stealthily.
keep going enough, like a little further than you kind of wanted to open, but because I didn't draw the stuff right. And sure enough, there's two iron golems just inside the area, and your characters may not know it yet, but you see that glow,
Mm-hmm.
that purple?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an anti-magic area.
So how are they working?
They are iron golems that are not affected by it. And I think we should re-roll initiative. This is what I think we should do.
All right, let's step back. Let them come out to us.
Oh yeah, I should do that. Oh, my guys don't have initiative. What the hell? All right. All right, so Smedley, you get to go first.
Can I see that aura?
No. I just
All
giving
right.
you a heads up that for your characters don't know it's there.
Hold on.
Let's just punish the golems. Not like that. Wow.
This let me know.
Need a
Tink tink.
recalibration. Dink dink. Upon that note, I think I will take a little bit of a step back. Oh. As the crossbow bolts bounce off of them.
Right? Eleazar.
All right, so I just got finished pushing the door, so I'm going to step back,
Hold on.
draw my crossbow.
Let me see what their reach is. Do they have a 10-foot reach? No. Yes, they do. So you're gonna provoke an attack of opportunity from both of them.
All right, then I'm just going to step up then.
Hey, bada bada. All right, as soon as you step up, any magic you have, it needs to get turned off. Belts of
Right,
giant
so I'm
strength.
within it from there,
Yeah.
even though it's outside the door. Okay, then I'm going to.
Yeah, it's oops.
Then I am going to step back. As soon as I
Yeah, you
feel
just
all that stuff
you
happening,
stepped right
I'm
in
going
it.
to take it.
Can you say anything?
Well,
And
what
I'll
would
say,
what would be the first thing that affected that you knew turned off, right?
the
Here.
Morning Star stop talking to me.
Wouldn't it been like don't you have
The
something that
giant
makes you
strength.
smarter?
The belt of
No.
giant strength.
No, that's not this guy. Okay. Like, wait, you
No.
got something that makes you smarter and suddenly you got stupid, you probably wouldn't think about it then, right?
Exactly, yeah. No, my Morning Star stopped talking to me, and so that would be the thing.
What does he say? What does Elazar say to everybody?
So so as these things start swinging toward me and I'm stumbling back, I'm like, there's something that's affecting magic in there.
I mean, did you just disengage, right? I moved back, right? That's all you did, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
I just disengaged and moved back. And I'm going to I'm going to keep my Morning Star for now. And now I will.
Yeah, as soon as
That's
you move away, it it instantly comes back. Remy. I haven't heard Gorvidal, so let's clarify that we can hear him. Yeah, no. Have you been talking?
Audio
about now?
challenged.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay. I had my microphone muted. Yeah, that was lovely. So we did hear him say that his magic went away when he stepped in closer, right?
There's
Yeah.
something that affects magic up there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like tapping
That's what
on
I
his.
know,
He's
yeah.
like tapping on his stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I think it's okay now. It's up there." You know, he only got like a couple seconds to figure it out. So
Well, I don't know if that'll do any good. So we'll do some dual wield there. I'll put my rapiers away, pull out the bow. See what that does against this guy.
28's a hit.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Boing, 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 boing. Ricochets off.
Yeah. And then we'll step back a little bit.
Hmm. All right, so I need to do one of these things. Take one of these. We don't have too much megabytes going out. Everybody doesn't seem to be lagging or anything, right? And my special effects happening.
No, that seems to be working
Not
just
yet.
fine today.
I don't think I need falling damage in the combat tracker currently. All right, Juku.
All right. Juku is also going to disengage and back up. He's going to get out to there. And he's going to bonus action drop his spiritual weapon right where he was. And I assume if I swing at it, it's not going to do anything because they're in the circle. Spiritual weapon itself is outside, but it's swinging into. So
Yeah,
how do you want to rule that?
yeah, it doesn't. Anything that enters the area that's magical might end.
Yep,
So
that's what I figured, but I want to have it out
yeah, if you
anyway.
passed it in there, but you could, I think it would end completely, right? If you put it
Yeah, I'm not going
inside of
into it. That's right where I was, so I figure that space is safe. Put that on myself and then pass my turn. And
Snow.
Juku's saying back
No.
up, get out of the bottleneck so we can trap them in there.
All right. Trying to find everything here. Come on, Bard. Where's all the Buffy stuff? I was supposed to improve my friends.
Those are after a long rest. I don't know. She's not a Buffy bard. A Buffy bard. Other than her bardic inspiration.
Well, she has heroism, but I don't know that I want to use that. See, who's right next to her? Eleazar is.
Heroism, isn't it? Take a little while to cast? What's T?
That's a good question.
No, one action.
One action, touch, concentration
Oh,
up
the
to a minute.
T touch.
Eleazar, you are immune to being frightened, and you'll gain temporary hit points at the beginning of every turn.
Very nice.
And let me find where her bardic inspiration is on here. So bardic inspiration, you as well.
There's a couple of spells I see floating around that needs to come off. Featherfall, I don't think's going on.
Yeah, Featherfall's done.
I can't take it off because it was applied by someone else.
I
Yeah.
can.
I'm working on it. Dawn is gone too.
Correct. I can do that one.
No, you can't. I already did
Oh, wow.
it. You don't even have to look there. You see anything else? Anybody? I don't see anything else. Oh,
I see
bardic.
2 iron golems that'll still mark in the alive category. They should be toggled to dead.
Not yet. You got a few hit points to go.
Oh,
I see bardic inspiration on Eleazar already, right?
I just
you just
dropped
put
it
it-
on him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if you. Yeah, it all looks okay. Good. Snow casts a
And then,
spell and bonus action a bardic inspiration.
and then she's gonna step over here behind all of the
Cool.
Eleazar. Protect your squishies.
He's going to start to close the door.
I've got the rod in there, the immovable rod. I had readied that to slam that in there so that it couldn't be closed after we slid it open.
Yeah, you can see that it's not working.
The anti-magic is no longer the removable rod is no longer.
Magical. Gotcha. Anybody got Thorn Whip? We pull them
Smedley,
closer.
it's gonna take him all round to close it. So it is closing currently. So Smedley,
Okay.
I only have
Uh,
a door drawn there, not a sliding door. So you could turn it, you could close it and then and open it, but it's on its way to be closed.
is it a sliding door or a hinge door?
It's a slide. It
Sliding.
slides on a like a track that they carved into the stone. There's like big handles on the inside that seem easier for the golems to open and close it. Right, the outside was a little hard because there wasn't. I mean, there's handles on the outside too, I guess, because they open and close it from both sides. So
Well, I don't need magic to do that. Why did I have disadvantage?
he's dodging.
Oh.
He's like ping, knocks your arrow down. Ping, knocks your arrow down. I am Iron Golem Karate. Juku.
Um.
He's thinking. I can smell the gears turning.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of anti-magic? That's a tough one.
Well, yeah, and these things are mighty tough inside it. They're practically immune to everything when they're
Well,
inside
I
that
mean,
anti-magic. So.
if you wanted to guard something, wouldn't this be a good combination? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I
it's
mean,
a great combination.
this isn't
It's
Drake that made this up either, so it's a good combination. I was like, wow.
I cannot think of anything. All right, I'm gonna do something risky, which could be the end of Juku, but that's all right. I am going to cast Etherealness on myself.
Oh, try to get
A
around it.
a level 7 spell. Yeah, I want to go around it into the passageway beyond. So that's etherealness. So I'm going to step into the ethereal plane.
So if you step into ethereal plane and then you enter an anti-magic field, what's going to happen?
Does the
I'm
anti-magic field extend into other planes?
not on the prime material plane anymore. I'm on the ethereal plane. It's the anti-magic doesn't overlap the ethereal plane. Just like I
Hold on,
can't
let me
physically
see.
interact
I
with
remember.
anything on this plane. Right? I can't cast spells on anything here. The spells here don't affect me. It's like I'm on the astral plane or some other plane. I'm on a different plane of existence at this point.
Yeah, he'd be on the ethereal. The anti-magic would not be on this plane. It'd be on the anti-magic's on the prime, but not on the ethereal, so it wouldn't affect him.
Creatures that are not on the ethereal plane can't perceive you, can't interact with you unless they have special ability or magic. Ignore all objects and effects that are not on the ethereal plane. Move through basically everything.
Spells and other magical effects except created by an artifact or a deity are suppressed in the area and can't protrude into it.
But I'm not in the area. I'm on a different plane.
Let's see. The area of another spell or magical effect such as fireball can extend into it.
Right. All of those spells are on the prime plane. But I mean, worst
No,
case scenario,
I
I'll
understand
walk
what you're
around
saying,
it.
but that's what I'm thinking, that you're going to have to go around it. But magical travel, here's where I was seeing teleportation and planning your travel fail to work in the sphere. So I'm going to say even your
Okay.
incorporeal
I,
fails. Whether the sphere is the destination of the departure point or such magical travel. So a portal to another location, world, or plane of existence, as well as an opening to an extra dimensional space, as that created by
I'm
a rope trick
not
spell.
doing any of those. I'm not creating any kind of portal or entry or I'm
and
fully
he's not
outside of it.
trying to get into it or out of it.
Yeah.
Right, but you
I mean,
think if you're gonna enter into the sphere, it's gonna turn off your spell and end your etherealness while you're inside wherever you're at. I think that's the way I'm gonna do it,
okay, that's fine.
because it's not
I
only
will go around
just
it then.
this. Yeah, well,
It's a weird case where you're having a spell extend into the ethereal plane when nothing else does. Like there's no way to
It
affect somebody
shouldn't
in the
do that.
ethereal planes. Like there's no other spell, no other attack. You can't interact with them. It's like they're not there. They can see everything in kind of a gray, but that's it.
right, but it's a spell.
Right.
So the
But
magic
it
of the
doesn't.
spell ends inside of
So
an
you're
anti-magic
so you're
sphere.
saying
If
the
you entered
anti-magic
this,
sphere extends its influence extends into other planes.
if you go into it, any plane you're on, you're going to be affected by it. Yes. If it's connected to this sphere, yes.
Okay.
So you need to try to go around it.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go
Which you
around
could
it.
go into the stone, but if you end your turn in the stone, do you take damage?
Nope.
No, because
No?
he's not on this plane of existence at
I'm no
all.
longer on Faerun. I'm no longer in Chult.
So you
It's
can
no different than as if I were in Hades or, you know, it's a completely different or the astral plane. I'm on a completely different plane of existence.
And it even clearly says if you're aren't on. Oh wait, I'm reading that your spell now. It's planning
Yeah,
your
that's my spell.
travel and everything, and that's kind of a planning your travel device, is what you're doing. You're
I think that
traveling
means
through the
planar
ethereal.
travel into or out of the sphere.
Right, and that's what he
Trying to
wants to
escape
do.
it
Is he
using.
wants to planular travel into the sphere through the ethereal
No, because
plane.
I'm not. But the ethereal plane is not the prime material plane. They're two separate planes. It's like being
Any
on the second floor
plane
or the
is
first floor. I'm
not
walking through the
permitted
second
to.
floor, not walking through the first floor.
Any planular travel is not permitted in the area. Whatever plane you're on.
Well, my argument is it's not the same area. Because it's a different plane, it is not the same area. But
So
that's fine. We'll
so
go
if it's
around
not
it.
the same area, then you don't need to be in there, right? You can just go around it. what you can't do anything in it anyways, right?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm spending
so
my entire turn at this point
I just don't
traveling.
want
So
you to end your turn inside of an anti-magic zone and you lose your freaking spell. That's what I'm concerned about. That's what Juku's concerned about. But yeah, what do you want to draw your point which direction he wants to go?
right now he's gonna go this way and then up. He can't move that much right now, but he moved his 30.
He doesn't have any way to. I think you can detect it if you use detect magic, but he's not attempting to do that. I mean, I put the sphere on there so you guys can see the front of
I
it,
mean,
but it may you don't know how
if
big
it's
it
gonna
extends.
affect him, he should be able to just touch it with his hand and say, "Oh, my hand is visible," but or
Yeah,
stick out.
I think. And how far is his movement when he's moving? Just his regular move? 30?
Just regular movement. Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna
Ignore all objects
you
and
can
effects that aren't on the prime material.
so he spends his time kind of feeling around the edge of this zone and stuff. He's not quite sure where he's at in relationship to everybody else because he's in the middle of the stone, right? Like when he ends his turn currently. So Lazar.
All right, so I'm going to set down the Morning Star and shoot with my crossbow. Infirm is the one who's closing the door.
You just saw who just arrows just bounced off of him. Yeah, Infirm is closing the door, I think. Yeah, correct. Fumbalaya. Alright. Closed. That's what he does. Finishes closing the door. Alright, Remy.
Well, shoot a pickle. All right, put the bow egg, pull up the rapiers, move back up to the door, see if we can. If I move there, I'm going to be able to tell that is going to knock out my magic, ain't I?
You can't see where the magic zone is, so your character
Yeah,
can't.
but I also have Where the hell's my crap? I've got my gauntlets of ogre power, my goggles of night.
Oh, if you enter into the anti-magic zone, your magic shuts off.
So I would know that by moving up there that I've gotten weaker.
Oh, you know that before you move up there because Eleazar pretty much said the same thing. Don't go up there, your shit's gonna turn off.
Yeah, but I'm not. I didn't know where he was. He was over here, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm more over here, so I was trying to see if it's in there. If that's the case, then
Well, you
I'm
can
gonna
tell
move
there's an anti-magic area at basically the iron door that's
the
closed
door.
now. Yeah.
All right, and I have no strength whatsoever to try to even open that on my own. So I'm gonna stand back over here, ready my rapiers.
Snow.
Snow. All right.
Oh, sorry. I think I skipped a page.
Not sure as much she can do at this point. That is a big
Well,
iron
no,
door. I
have
wonder
it.
if I could get it to shatter. Probably not.
Shatter an iron door.
Yes.
Isn't the door within the anti-magic?
Did you want to find the letter?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's not going to work. Well, then, crap. Does she have a ranged weapon? Not really. No. All right. She will hand out a bardic inspiration to Smedley
Oops.
and pass her turn.
Wrong button. Oh. Juku. So you're
Try
still.
moving.
Well, no, that's. I had to go look up something, and I'm still working on it. So let me read something real quick. The Green Dome.
Yay, we're saved.
Woot.
Nice.
What happened?
Robin joined the
Robin's
chat.
here.
Dang, would you just tell your parents whatever?
No, no, no. No, my husband's putting my son to bed now, like literally right now. I'm
Nice.
sorry I'm so late, but we just got home, so
Well, we
No
didn't
worries.
expect you I didn't expect you much at all. Sven's been doing
fine.
I'm sorry, Gorby. Who's running? Oh, Jingo's been running your character.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm waiting for Steam to load up, so I'll just be a minute.
all right, just tell us when you get on, and he might need to run it one more round for you or something. But
Okay. Yeah, yeah, probably, yeah. I'll let you know when I'm on
uh,
the table.
I'm trying to find something.
We left the thing early, by the way. It's like 40 degrees outside. It's so cold.
Yeah, you're about the same temperature I am. So
It's
I think
Yeah.
I'm at 50.
It was 80 today.
Oh.
We had a
Well,
heat wave.
it is 101 degrees outside right
Oh
now.
my God.
And here's the kicker: is it 101 isn't so bad because there's 0% humidity.
31 months, Robin. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Oh, okay, here it is. All right.
Also, I won't be on camera. I'm really sorry, but my teenager has my camera and he's not home right now.
Oh,
He had to
good.
borrow it for a thing.
I didn't turn your camera on, so that's cool. It works
Perfect.
out well.
I'm so unprepared for D&D.
I have an idea when it's my turn, but I'm not sure it's going to work.
So, Juku, there's another kind of field you feel when you move in through this area.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Again, this field extends into the ethereal plane.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there's another
Okay.
one, right?
Okay.
It's not stopping you, but you're like, wait, something else feels weird, and it's getting even colder as you move through this stone. In the area you're in, you can see that it's colder or tell that it's
Mm-hmm.
colder. I don't know. You can't feel it, obviously. You're in the ethereal plane, so.
Yeah.
And oh, I need to also see something else because you're gonna step out into a tunnel. Boop.
Okay.
And can you see like normally?
I
Can you
can
see?
see everything gray, but I cannot be seen or heard.
And if an area was blocked from teleportation, you could enter it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I
Because I'm
am
not
on the
teleporting.
table now.
All right, let me release you. Oh, character.
There, I have
Da-da.
used 2 bardic inspirations and a first level heroism on
Ooh,
Eleazar.
ooh, nice. Awesome. I
Clear.
love that spell.
Delete owner. Clear. I don't know which one to do. I always get
Clear
confused.
owner.
Delete character
Hi,
or
puppy
clear
dog.
owner. They're like right like near each other. So one of them does. One of them should say, "Are you sure?" The other one doesn't matter.
Neither one of them does either way.
If you delete somebody's character with the radial there, it's a pain in the butt to get back.
They can be gotten back.
Yes.
So can I see anything from in there?
Um, I gotta see something here. What kind of? I guess you see a tunnel.
Okay, just a tunnel.
Yeah, you can tell that maybe the golems are to your right, and shit, you're gonna see some people here. There's you think some slaves kind of crowded around. I don't really have them on the map, but they're like in this area here,
Okay,
kind of
like
hunched
human
down, like
slaves,
yeah. Well, some of them might not be human, but
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. Juku's been around Chult long enough. He looks at them. He thinks they might be like maybe sailors or something.
Okay.
And beyond that, you can tell that it opens up into a large area. Like you can hear it, right? The sounds and stuff coming from that direction. Can
All
you
right. And
hear
what
it while
about
you're on
to
the
the
ethereal
south?
plane?
Yes. So
I didn't read all that.
while on the ethereal plane, you can only affect and be affected by other creatures on that plane. You can see and hear the plane you originated from, but everything there looks gray, and you cannot be seen or interacted with. Creatures that are not on the ethereal plane can't perceive you and can't interact with you unless they have a special ability or magic.
A freaking 7th level spell, so it ain't no yoke.
Yeah.
It ain't no yoke. Yeah, so you think there's somebody else in this tunnel with you, but you can't see them.
Okay.
Like you think you heard somebody moving around, but you, other than the bunch of people now that are like in the purple
There's
circle.
somebody invisible. What about to the south? I'm gonna dash get over to there. What does the tunnel extend south or?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean you can tell that from probably here if you wanted to
Okay.
stop and move back or whatever, you know.
And what does it look like these slaves are doing?
There it looks like they just are sitting down, kind of looks like they taking a quick little break maybe.
Okay.
And they keep looking to the west. Like they're waiting on something, like somebody or something. And you hear like all kinds of noises further from where they're at, like that way, right? Yeah, if you
All
look
right.
in,
Well, I've finished my move. I'm gonna end my
if
turn.
yeah, if
But
you
I want
look
to
in
investigate what's
there,
going on in there.
I got an
I wanna,
image I want to show you. Where's it at?
because we're kind of stuck until we can figure out a way to get past those golems.
So when you
And I
look,
don't see.
like they've carved through the stone rather recently, right? They've opened things up, but you see bits and pieces of rock that look like maybe green glass, like that. You know, it's broken, but it's laying about here and there, piled up in the corners and stuff. And it looks like, um, you know, you might have gone through this green glass area. They carved through it or something. And when you look in, you see something like this. There's
Oh.
buildings inside a massive cave. You think it might be a city,
Oh. Okay.
like
And
a
they're
massive city.
excavating. It looks cold.
And you can hear voices and shouts and alarms being sounded, and it sounds like troops are forming up.
All right.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That is not. All right. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Now remember, you guys outside don't know any of that, so
Mm-hmm.
Smedley, what is he doing?
Well, don't know that there's much that I can do. I can try to pull that door open again, but
I have an idea for it. I'm going to try something, but I don't know if the anti-magic circle's going to affect what I want to do. So I wouldn't get too close to the doors just yet.
okay, I'll back up and I'll just ready a crossbow bolt.
Lazar.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up and put away my Morning Star. Uh, what was the terrain getting here? Would it be logical to think that there was another entrance?
Um, Actually, you guys did hear back from what's his face, the gnome. Where's the quests? Quests. There they are. Which one was it? the tunnels underneath. You guys had an idea of trying to find another way, and Snodshell, remember the gnome?
Yes.
Knew that there was some information on a map of a Neogi slave mine tunnels that may lead to the underground city. And then he communicated back with you with a sending stone. You guys bought sending stones and gave him one. And he says the 10-foot diameter tunnels lead for miles underneath the city, crisscrossing occasionally. Most of the tunnels have sections choked with rubble, requiring excavation to proceed. 25 words.
All right, then I'm going to
And
look
that's
above
this quest, if
the
you guys
door.
are wondering.
How plausible would it be to collapse the rubble and block the door?
Like with what? Like a chisel or?
That's what I'm looking to see. Is it solid granite?
Oh, they've
Immovable? Is it loose rock?
yeah, no,
What is it?
it's at the top of this mountain, and they've carved a hole into it. They've been mining here for a while, excavating here.
Okay, so I'll turn to Snow. Say if we can't get away around this or through this anti-magic thing that's going on, maybe we can collapse a couple fireballs up there or something can loosen it and just prevent them from leaving.
Oh yeah,
What
yeah,
do
I
you,
could do that. I can also do shatter, which will break objects and things like that. So maybe we could do something like that.
but how long should this anti-magic spell thing last? Can we just wait it out? And that's it for me.
Willing to bet it's permanent. Which means there may be a device creating that. If we can destroy the device creating it,
Well
that
done.
would shut it
Well
down.
done.
But that would require being inside
Yeah.
with the golems.
What makes you think it's permanent?
Has anybody inspected it? I'm sorry, I'm late to the party, so
There's 2 iron golems blocking the way.
No, there's only been like some initial contact with it. Like Eleazar walked into it, and all of his magic items went. And
He had cast the dawn was working just fine 2 minutes ago, and now nothing works. So it can't be permanent because it was working before.
Dawn wasn't working inside of the anti-magic area, but you guys just didn't know that. It was working outside of it because he centered the spell outside of the area. So the
exactly.
spell,
Laser doesn't know that, so that's his
right?
argument.
Yeah.
Dawn was working just fine. So why
Yeah.
would you think it's permanent?
Because red wizard magic tends to be so. It may not be permanent. You're right. I have no proof of that.
Remy, what's Remy wanting to do? He's like, oh, there's
Well,
definitely some
Remy's-
anti-magic going on here.
Remy is going to set his little cube on the ground right there. And then he's going to say his little command word and see if his fortress will open up and knock the door out of the way.
I think it's going to enter the anti-magic zone and then just turn
Yeah.
off.
Oh no!
That's what I was kind of wondering what it would do.
Yeah, I think it's just not going to activate unless you have it outside of the area. I mean, it goes.
Well-
You know, it tries to activate and then hits the area and then it shuts back down.
Right. Well, that was an idea. The other, well, then it probably wouldn't have been able to go up too high, anyways. I was kind of hoping it would knock the door down.
Well, the door's in the area, so it's not. You can't really get it up against it. I mean, you could try to make it high and like collapse the ceiling, like Eleazar was thinking. Like push
Well,
it up
how-
into the stone, but I don't know if it would open inside of a confined space or not. I didn't look at the item.
Is that the Daren's Instant Fortress?
Yeah, I just shared it.
There was one of the Dritz books where he meets a wizard who was using that underground, and he tracked him by finding large holes in the ceiling where it just punched the rock.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it does actually say it does damage and push stuff automatically. So I would say, yeah, that's a good idea if you want to try it for that. But I mean, if the whole ceiling collapses down on it, then your instance fortress is in there.
Yeah, that's the drawback.
Like, now how do you get it out? And doesn't
Yeah,
it stay open until you close it? So now there's, I mean, you definitely could collapse it and close the whole opening. But now
Well-
you guys can't get in there. That's why you came here.
I mean, I have an idea.
that would be what it would cover.
Yeah, you know that this place has already been collapsed by a former set of adventurers. The whole front entrance has been magically collapsed already, and they dug it out. That's why you're here. Remy does. The Harpers know that another set of adventurers magically collapsed this cave entrance into the city, and the Red Wizards have been here digging it out, and that's why
Figured it
you're
out.
here. You're trying to
Yeah.
get in there to set up to spy on the Red Wizards to figure out what the hell they're doing. That's what the Harpers want to do inside of there. And these guys were like, "We're going over there to find out what the hell they're doing." So you're like, "Hey, I'll."
Well, Jiku's doing the spying.
Well, they don't know what's going on. Juku just vanished.
Yeah. Well, the only other thing is, like, well, and the door kind of slides in this way, right?
I was kind of imagining to the left, but
So this direction.
yeah.
I wonder if they could still use the fortress to like blow.
What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm wondering if we could use the fortress maybe to blow an opening on this side, like on this side, or maybe on that side.
What, to try to get around the door?
Yeah.
Um, no,
Because
I
it
don't
would
see how
do.
that would work that way easy. I don't think it would work that easy. Not in,
Yeah.
one activation, maybe a couple of times you guys can set it up and knock some of the ceiling down and then move some stuff out of the way and then move it over and then set it up again and knock some more stuff down.
And who knows? Maybe while we're doing that, it would attract their attention. They'd open it up and try and come out and get us.
Yeah. You think that those two iron
They ran
golems,
inside and shut the door.
yeah. And then they've just been standing there trying to block the entrance. If they couldn't hit anything, they dodge. It doesn't look like they're coming out. So once you get the doors open, you got two iron golems you got to deal with.
Inside of an anti-magic shield, which kills all our magic items.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Hello. Who did I cast
Hello.
heroism on? Jingo?
Eleazar.
On Eleazar.
Which would end if he goes into the anti-magic zone. I'm just saying.
Right. Oh. Oh, I see. I'm sorry to ask so many questions. Are the robot thing, what are they called?
The golems.
Yes, are they inside the anti-magic zone?
Yeah.
Can we hit them without going in it? Are they at the edge of it?
There's
Yeah,
an
we
iron door in front of them right now
Oh, in front of them. Okay.
that they closed.
We opened it, got a
So,
couple
okay.
shots off, and that's it.
Yeah, then
Here's
they
what I'm
closed it, right?
thinking.
So that's the problem.
I can polymorph somebody into like a triceratops, or right, and we can like bash the door down.
the door is inside the edge of the anti-magic shell. As soon as you touch the door, it would dispel your polymorph.
Well, I literally don't know what to do. Well, can I spend my turn, I guess? Can I look around for anything like on on our side, or some way to deactivate it, or is there something we're missing? Can I kind of like
Well,
look around for something like that?
your character knows how to open the iron door. It just slides into the wall, right? It's 900 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all it takes. Just slide it into the wall. Um, so there's no trigger or any kind of mechanism. But she also knows that this is a landing area for the Red Wizard skiffs, like where they bring supplies into the
Maybe they have
cave.
something to deactivate it then.
There is a Red
That,
Wizard inside behind the two golems that was out here fighting and then went inside. He's been the one commanding the two golems. So there is a Red Wizard inside somewhere.
I don't know what to do with
But
my
you don't
turn,
think
really.
you don't think there's a lever, right?
Okay.
They've
Well, I
been the
will
golems
just.
have
So do
been
you answer
dragging this door.
Eleazar's question? Do you know how long it would last if they were casting a spell?
Oh, yeah. Would I know how long, like an anti-magic spell would last?
Give me an Arcana check.
Sure. This one. Well, that's not going to be a very good roll.
Um, I mean, anti-magic field lasts for an hour. But you're not sure if that's what this is or not. It could be, but like somebody else mentioned, it could be a device or something that makes it permanent. Or
Okay.
you could
Uh,
study the area maybe with like detect magic or something.
I don't have detect magic, unfortunately. So I will just ready my cantrip. If they open the door, I will shoot them. The first one I see. Already vicious mockery. And that'll be my turn. Oh, I forgot that's concentration. Well, shit. Can I take it back since nothing has happened yet? Um,
Oh, you're
so
ready to
because I don't
action?
want to lose. Yeah, I don't want to lose concentration on heroism.
Yeah, yeah. You can ready.
I'll just, yeah,
You
like
could
a regular
dodge.
weapon
How's
attack.
that? Why don't you just dodge?
Okay, that's fine.
Be like, I don't know what to.
Sorry.
I'm gonna hide behind this rock, and then you just dodge.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, that'll end my turn.
So there's an effect and it's got. I don't. I don't understand. It's on there. Just the same thing on there twice. Okay, then whatever. Okay. There's some golems moving around. Elasar.
I'll walk up and knock on the door. Ready my morning star if they open it.
The golems are like, that's the secret code.
Oh, back to the drawing
It
board
sounds
here.
pretty
All right.
solid. Like, ding, ding. Elasar, did you move up to it?
I'm a red wizard too.
I didn't see your token up there. Am I lagging? Did his token move up there?
It's moving now. I'm standing outside the circle, reaching forward and banging the door.
Yeah. Give me a knowledge. How much it weighs? Check. What? What do you think? Intelligence? It's like ting, 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 ting. If that thing was a raft, it would weigh about survival. Weigh about 900 pounds. So there you go.
Okay.
Remy.
No, I don't even know what I want to do yet.
It's a hard one. I mean, there's a lot going on inside though, so they don't know what's inside.
Yeah, counterspell wouldn't do me any good.
Already a counterspell. That's kind of redundant, isn't it?
Well, and I can't do a counterspell on an anti-magic anyways.
Dispel magic, maybe.
And I don't have that. I only have one 3rd level spell, and that's counterspell. Chromatic orb, mage hand.
You can call it a scouting mission and regroup too, right? I mean, don't discount that idea. Especially
Yeah.
Remy the Harper spy, right? He's like, wait, I was gonna try to sneak in, but that ain't gonna work. Maybe we need to figure something else out and kind of regroup.
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah. The only drawback is we don't know where one of our party members went to.
Well, I mean, in the 6 seconds, yeah. In the minute or 2 minute time frame, speeding things up, you could just say, I'm just gonna go over here and chill out for just 2 rounds or whatever. You don't have to do something every round, right?
Yeah.
If you can help, you can help, right? Down arrow.
Yeah. All right, we'll think.
Smedley, you got anything? Can you help?
Well, there's no way to touch that door without being inside the magic, right?
The door is inside the anti-magic zone.
And there's not much I can do to help on the door. I have a potion that'll get me strong enough, but that ends as soon as I get next to the door to grab it. I will just keep a crossbow bolt ready. If the door opens, I will shoot something.
I mean, you could use like a stick.
Thought about
pole.
that.
Like, I mean, if like 2 of you ran up there and kind of had a plan and stuff, you could probably get the thing open, but
Yeah, like what if we open the door, kill the golems, and then just move in past them and see what we can
Problem
see
is
on
they
the
just
other
shut the
side?
door, and we can't do enough damage to them without magic to do anything to them. We already did that.
How many alchemy jugs do we have amongst us?
Don't we have an immovable rod?
it doesn't
We
work
do.
inside
Yeah,
of an
Stop
we have a
working.
rod.
zone.
But it won't hold the door open.
They already tried that.
Oh.
Alchemy
Yeah.
jugs.
All of our
3.
magical solutions.
You got 3 alchemy jugs. Is that what you asked for?
Yeah.
Smedley,
We could
Juku, and
produce-
Eleazar.
What if I polymorph into
Could mayonnaise
something
'em.
really small and
Grease-
unnoticeable, and I
grease it with oil.
sneak in past them and look around for
As
something?
soon as you hit that anti-magic shell, your
Oh, son of a
polymorph will
bitch!
end. Yes.
I don't like this
Now-
game.
Juku
was thinking-
Juku cast a 7th level spell
Perhaps
and went through a different plane to get past it or around it. So
Perhaps we could damage the door so that it won't close. That's where I was getting at with the acid. We had 3
Ooh.
alchemy jugs. We could get 24 ounces of acid out of those 3 jugs. Now,
yeah,
the
let's do
acid
that.
itself isn't magical, is it?
Mm-mm.
The
No.
jugs are.
I'm
though.
holding one of them.
Alchemical.
The jugs are,
Oh,
but the
Juku has the other jug.
You've only got 3 because I'm not there.
well,
we only got 2. You mean?
I like that though. We
2.
could do that.
wondering
could-
if we could like damage the door in such a way that it wouldn't close.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
like
would-
hose it with acid
I
from a
would-
distance.
I would allow you to hose the outside of the door with acid. I would allow that.
Let's do it.
Yeah, question is
I'll spend my turn assisting in this endeavor, like my
Can
whole
you-
action, everything.
can
Go
I
ahead.
get to that spot on that door and not be affected by the anti-magic?
Okay, this is what you know. That's where the anti-magic zone is. You have no idea where the anti-magic zone extends or passes. Especially from back where you're at looking in that corner. So what are you trying to do?
Well, if I go up to it, kind of walk along and try and tell, because I have the gauntlets of overpower, I'd be able to tell when those would lose power to see if I can get to close enough to the door, by the door, enough where I can still have the feeling of the magic, but I can still touch like the edge of the door.
All right, so you guys have already opened the door. It just took 2 strong people to do it. So you know you can open the door. All you got to do is say, "Hey, 2 of us are going to go up there and open the door instead of one at a time on initiative, right?" You can ready to help somebody open the door if that's what your goal is. 3 of you could
We
probably
wanna.
drag the door open. But the problem is there's 2 iron golems that are going to pound the shit out of you as soon as you do, and then they're just going to close the door again.
Yeah, we want to destroy the door so they can't close it anymore, so that we
Yep.
can kill them.
So opening the door isn't the problem. It's
The
getting
door.
past the 2 columns that keep closing it. But trying to destroy the door isn't a bad idea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I
It
can
is
get
a
to it,
900-pound iron door, and you're spraying acid on it, so it's going to take a while. But I don't.
We don't need to
Let's
destroy
do
the
it.
whole door. We just need to damage it so that it won't slide in the track once we get it open.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or you can't slide it in the track to open it.
We're
You
gonna
open it and
and
throw
then
rocks in the track?
we're gonna
Oh
open
yeah,
it
we're
and
gonna have
then
to open
damage
it
it.
and then
We're-
damage it.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Jingo.
You open it and throw rocks
I'm
in the
gonna
track?
pass my turn
and
because
won't
I'm
slide
gonna
shut?
spend my whole turn doing whatever we decide the plan is. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass my turn now.
So what is she going to help on the plan? She's doing the
I
spraying.
mean,
Is
I
that
see
what
I'm
she wants
gonna
to
get
do? I want to
ready to
spray. I want
either
to
like
spray.
help.
Give me the.
Yeah, I mean, like
Is that
either I'm gonna prep to like help opening the door, or I'm gonna be holding one of the alchemy jugs ready to spray when we all decide that we're ready to do that. So I'll just
how
spend my turn
helpful?
like getting into position and getting ready.
She's a 12 strength helpful opening the door, so we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Juku, what are you thinking
I
here?
don't have the strength really to
I,
So
help.
I
you're gonna
want to
like,
get a better idea of what's going on in here. I want to get a...
um. All right, so I'm gonna stop your movement because I'm gonna say you're gonna kind of creep around. Let me get rid of my circle.
I don't have to
Kind of.
creep. None of them can see me. I can pass
Oh
through
yeah, that's
rock.
true. Duh. Well, for some reason, you still kind of creep around and look in the city, right? You're like, as you like, you can tell that there's a city in here, right? You can't
Mhm.
even see the ceiling anymore of this green dome that covers this entire. You think the city could extend maybe more than a mile?
Wow.
And the buildings in here, some of them are skyscrapers. They're like 250 feet tall. There's like several of them that tall, and there's buildings everywhere. It looks like something futuristic, kind of sci-fi feel, like those spires. The picture I sent to you.
Mhm.
And right down as soon as the glass that's been broken to get into this green dome area, there's an encampment where the Red Wizards are got gear and guards, and you can hear further into the to your left other troops. We've got a breach at the front, move it, we'll get over there. And you hear, hut, 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 hut. But you can't quite
Like,
see them because there's buildings and stuff in the way.
yeah.
But
I
right
mean, rough estimate
immediately,
of numbers.
um, just sounds. Give me a perception check. Let's see how well you.
I'm just trying to get a feel for what's coming at us.
You you think maybe a couple of dozen of those plate mail guys
Okay.
and definitely some red wizards.
Some more red wizards. And
But you don't see any like right in this area any more iron golems anyway.
mhm. um I don't know, I'm kind of thinking can I tell what they're doing? Are they excavating? Are they
Well, right in the entrance here, yeah, that's what the slaves are doing. They're clearing the entrance opening, making it bigger so they can get in and out of here easier. There's all kinds of, it looks like camping supplies been delivered, tents have been set up, and it looks like they're looking like they've set up a little base right here, and they're exploring the city.
all right? Well, I think I've seen enough
But it's
to I want to get back
cold
to
in
my
here.
friends.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, can you tell ethereally that it's cold? You can't feel how
I
cold it
can
is,
see all of their
but
breath as
that
they're
they're
breathing
all.
out.
I mean, everybody in here, except for maybe the slaves, are wearing like extreme cold weather. But when you start looking at these slaves,
They're all blue.
you could tell a lot of them have like toes missing, fingers, their ears have fallen off, their nose is all black.
All right, I'm gonna spend the rest of my movement um, heading back
Backing up.
towards, yeah, back out.
And you think the way to the south
hmm
might actually lead into the city in another spot, and that's where sounds like a lot of the sounds are coming
Activity is.
from too, right? When you get to this tunnel again, that echoey troop movement sound is
hmm
different. It's like coming from a tweeter instead of a bass, but it's it's because it's a cone. Well, I want to do this, and sure, why not? Just in case. Everybody doing their thing. All right, Eleazar.
So I'm going to start dumping, taking out my shovel, dump a bunch of dirt on my shield, and then toss a bunch of dirt where the door opens, so that as the door opens, the dirt will fall into the crack. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until we do something else, or it's 4 feet high.
Not so much. I think dirt, but maybe like bigger, like rocks would probably you think work better. And the same thing. That's fine. Yeah, I get it. You're trying to get some shit that fall down in the track, so when they close it, it jams it open.
Yes.
Like rocks and pieces, hard for the golems to pick out too. Like a big log, they would just pick it up and throw it. Right? I get it. Smedley, what are you thinking of
All
doing?
right. I'm going to reach into my banana hammock of useful items and pull out a portable ram.
Oh, that's trippy.
This should be
I
big
agree,
enough.
Kat.
This should be big enough to block the door
Oh, that's
open
wild.
if we can get it open.
What do you think?
I
How
mean,
long is it? Show me how long a portable ram is.
it says it's 35 pounds. I imagine it's a wooden log
That's
about
so
4 feet
strange.
long. If
It's
we
like,
lay
is
it
something
down
happening? Like, we haven't
in the
even done
doorway
anything
at the end, they'll shut it and then it'll get to 4 feet and it won't get any closer than that.
So this is
Yeah,
designed for
just
one
a
person
cool
to use, and
effect.
it's
Yeah,
4
I
feet
like
long.
that.
I don't think it's designed for one person. I don't know how
No, it's a
long it is.
portable ram.
I'm guessing. I don't think the
Well,
player's handbook gives a really great description of it.
yeah, it doesn't. It just gives a weight
Yeah, imagine
and
it's like one
bonus to
person per
strength check.
side and you just swing it at the door, right?
I kind of
Yeah,
Like
imagine it's
those
like
Yeah,
the
police
SWAT
battering
team
rams.
carries, and it's
yeah,
like
it
it's
could be
about like
used by 2 people,
I can see that.
it's
3
about
or 4
3
feet
feet
long.
long, maybe. Yeah, and it's got 2 handles on it, and you just or one person or 2 people. 2 people, yeah, the thing would really get going. So you pull this thing out as portable ram. I think it's probably got metal end on it. It's nice, right? It's magic. You just like pull it
Yeah.
out. clang.
Well,
You're
no,
like,
the item itself isn't magic. It's just
I
an
mean,
item.
no,
It's a
it's
mundane item.
it's magic until it appears.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it goes clang. It's got a metal end on it. It's nice, right? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's like a trail of fairy
Yeah, if
dust
we can
while
get
you're
the
pulling
door
this
open
out.
wide enough to wedge that in there,
Is a
3
sound.
feet is wide enough to 3 feet is wide enough to fit through.
You could squeeze. Yeah, everybody could squeeze through.
I'm glad Drake liked
Well,
my sound
Juku
effects.
probably couldn't, but he's not
Yeah,
here.
Juku could shrink down into his shell a little and get lathered up and slip in there. No problem. He could squeeze in
Push.
there.
We could probably use the ram that knocked the door out of the tracks too.
Ooh,
We
yeah.
could
A
try.
900-pound door? Knock
With
it out of
with
the
a
tracks?
battering ram?
Don't we have somebody with a 23 strength?
Not when they get close to
Not
the
it.
door.
No,
Well,
they
it's,
can
it's on a
stand a
track
little-
on the bottom
Yeah,
and the top, right?
I think
you
you
hit
could-
the door without
Notice it.
being in the magic field.
Yeah, I
with the ram.
agree. I agree with Spencer that you could hit the door with that without being in the field because the field is like right at the edge of the door, like so you can smash it as long as you don't touch in the door with your hands or whatever. I think you could start smashing on it. But the other idea, opening it and wedging it open, is another idea too. I mean, I'm not discounting.
I think
your
that's
plan.
probably the better idea. Because if we start damaging the door before we open it, we might never get it open.
So you pull this thing out. That's your action, though. You pull it out. You kind of got it ready.
Yeah.
Where are you? Where you want to be? Is that where you want to be?
Give me a second.
Outside, down.
Digging everything. Yeah, I'm going to move back over there by the door. Actually, this is the end it opens from, right? Or it opens from the other end?
No, it slides that direction.
Okay, then. Yeah, I want to be over where it opens.
Okay. So he's got this ram out. He's ready to wedge it in. He's like, okay. He's looking around. Who's pulling the door open? Eleazar's like kicking some rocks. He's got them ready. He's like, okay, we're gonna shove these rocks in. Yeah, Eleazar, you might have been. You think you would have been at the stuffing it in the far end where it does open?
Phrasing?
Wherever the door opens.
Yeah, you
wherever
would have
that
been over
side that
here too.
slides
Yeah.
open is where I was.
Yeah, you
I'm-
two would have
mounting
been
the
over here.
rocks.
Wherever it'll fit.
I
Yeah,
am
it's
too
trouble.
inappropriate for this game.
You guys you're also using the spiritual weapon to scoop up some rocks or something? All right, Remy, how are you gonna help? What are you gonna do?
Well, so Eleazar and Spendle both pounding it, or not pounding, but ready.
Please.
Ready. Yeah.
I'm dying.
I can't talk. So
I'm
those
sorry.
We got a end of the round, and then we're gonna take a break so you can focus.
So those two are getting ready to do that. I suppose I'll probably have to help get the door open. So I'll move up here.
Get ready to
13.
pound it, everybody.
Or there.
Well, Lazar, you're the one with the strength, right? And Juku
Yes.
had a 18 or something?
Yuku's 19.
19. Yeah, so
We
It's
want
gonna
to
be
wait for Juku anyway, so we're not going to do anything without Juku.
well, we don't know where Juku's at.
Juku's on his way back as
Right.
fast as he can run. Hut, 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 hut.
Oh, we don't have sending stones in this game, do we?
Yes,
You-
we do.
You do have a sending stone that connects with the gnome, wobbly,
Mm.
the miner.
Yeah.
What do you got? 60 feet?
That's 30 and a dash 30, yeah.
If I hold shift and hit check, does it work? Let's see. No. See, that sucks.
It should.
It doesn't. It never does. That's what I was
know.
complaining about. I gotta just drag it then. But I'm gonna
Just
say
drag it to there-ish.
I already
Wherever,
did.
yeah.
Exactly where I drug it.
I don't think sending stones would work anyways because he's on a different
Oh,
plane.
that's right. Yeah.
Do they have to be on the same plane?
I
Yeah,
think
there's
so.
a 5% chance that it wouldn't work on a different plane.
Yeah. That might be older edition. I think in this they just don't work, right? Only on the same
No.
plane.
I'm looking at the sending. I
Oh,
got
the
a spell
spell.
The
scroll.
sending stone just allows you to cast the spell.
Sending stones is not the same as the spell sending.
It
Yeah,
does. It
it allows
is.
you to
It
cast the
allows you to
spell.
cast sending.
Yeah. You're right.
25 words.
Um,
Blah blah blah.
what am I doing? I see them coming in with this battering ram. I guess
Yeah,
I'm
they're
just
like
shuffling out of the way.
their plan is they're gonna Eleazar's gonna and Remy are gonna open the door, and Smedley's gonna wedge this thing down in there. They're gonna kick rocks in the tracks and shit to keep the door from closing. So they're gonna wedge it open about 3 feet, and then you
Okay.
guys are gonna go in. So they tell you to go in first.
I'm not going in first. That's suicide. I'm gonna step back and let them do their thing, so I'm not in the way, and I'll just already. I don't know if I have a ranged weapon. I don't.
They're immune to non-magical weapons anyway.
Can you
Yeah,
use
that's
a
true.
bow? Can you use the
That's
sling? I have
something.
magic sling bullets.
Like something.
They're
yeah,
not
they're all
magic when they go into the anti-magic zone, though. So
Still,
Yeah.
they're not
So
going
they
to do
wouldn't
any
affect 'em.
damage. So it doesn't help. You're just going to be bouncing off of them. Ding,
Wait,
ding.
so if I cast a spell from outside the zone, but it lands in the zone, it does
Nope.
nothing?
does
Correct.
nothing.
Well, what the fuck? So somebody needs to get behind them. We can't push them; they're too big. We need to push them out somehow, but I can't go behind them and use Thunderwave to push them out because it's not gonna work.
It's a hard one. It's not an easy one.
What are the rules for pushing a creature larger than you? Just like a mundane shove. How does that work?
You can't push
These
one
are
more than one size larger than you.
yeah. These are
And
just
you can only
large.
push them 5 feet.
I don't have very good strength, but
So
maybe
they
somebody else could
technically
get
could be
behind them and
pushed.
just like mundane shove them out or something. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm
Meanwhile, they're
going
bashing on you.
to. I'm gonna inspire somebody. Who needs inspiration?
I think
You
I
think of
saw.
a better solution.
Remy's the only one
Inspiration.
not yet inspired.
Okay, I'm gonna inspire Remy. Um, I'll tell him this cool, quick story about this little kid named David, and he fought something gigantic, way bigger than him, with just his handy dandy sling, and he killed this monstrous beast all by himself. And I'll say, Remy, you can do that too. And that would be my inspiration for him.
He kind of laughs just like you did. That's suicide. But I'll take the inspiration.
That'll end my turn.
Yeah.
That was my
Okay.
legally distinct David and
a
Goliath.
minute?
I'm looking for the timer button because we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
10
I
minutes?
don't know where it went, but while I'm looking for that, the players are gonna take a break, and I'm looking for the timer button. But I am gonna put on the slideshow and some pretzel music, and we'll be back in 10 minutes if I find the. Well, we'll be back in 10 minutes, anyways. So we'll see you in a little bit. All right, we are getting back. We're just gonna get things rolling here. I haven't finished snacking, so I'm gonna finish snacking as we start yakking. I should turn my camera on
Just
though.
don't yak your snacks.
I have leftover chicken wing for dinner and a part of an egg roll.
I got beef jerky I made.
Nice.
What do
Did you make
you
it
got
in a
a little
smoker?
Dehydrator.
All right, so I guess it's my turn, huh? I'm the red wizard. You guys can't see him anyway, so yeah, he's just kind of I don't know what the hell. Keep the door closed, bitches. Smedley. Are you guys gonna wait for Juku to get back? Is that what you guys three gonna do?
Yeah, I think we are.
And you keep piling rocks until he gets back.
Yeah, Lazar, Remy, you guys are getting it already. Like, I imagine
I'm
you guys
just
are like Han Solo and all them trying to get the bar from the thing that's closing, right? To get in there, you're doing all that shit real fast. All right, we're gonna skip
shut
down to
down all the trash compactors on the detention level.
exactly. We're gonna skip down to Juku then. All right, so Juku, you can come back out into the cave.
Yep, he will come back out and he will cancel his spell. And he's going to recommend maybe we want to come back because we got another 20 or more plus some more red wizards coming our way. And we're in kind of a tight spot right here.
Maybe find another way in. What'd you find in there?
And I'll tell him everything I found in the 6 seconds that's my turn.
I'll allow it. Make it easy. So the only thing you guys don't have is the image, right? So when he explains to you that there's a city inside, where'd that picture go?
How are they
There's-
breathing? Do they have ventilation? Are there shafts or things we can use to come down into the city?
I did not see any.
Well, there's a dome over the whole city. You think it
Yeah.
extends below ground too?
And all of a sudden it blocks ethereal travel as well. So it's magic.
Yeah. When I read on break and it stops ethereal, I was like, there it is. But you got around. You could get in enough to see around a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You weren't actually in it. You were seeing in it, right? In the hallway or
Now,
whatever.
I did see a potential way for us to all get in, but it's going to take 2 days. The way that I
What
envisioned
if
it
we
went.
just everybody jumps into a bag of holding and one person you go ethereal and
No.
through?
I'm not sure all of us would fit in a bag of holding.
We have several.
Yeah,
Hey, you
we'll
can put
just
them inside of each other. Then you get plenty of room.
Oh,
It's called the
Stack.
astral sea. You got all kinds of room now. You can spread out.
The method that I did think of was that takes 2 days, but I can cast plane shift on all of us. Plane shift all of us to the ethereal plane, drop us in one of the tunnels outside the dome, take a long rest on the ethereal plane, then plane shift back to right there. And then we're inside the tunnels beyond the anti-magic and we can go on in. But it takes some time.
I'm willing to take that time. We're not in a hurry, are we?
I don't think we are.
If we
Other
are
than them,
fleeing because of the troops that are coming out, Wouldn't the troops be in if we did that? Your
Well,
idea?
if we went in, well, we wouldn't start it from here. We'd retreat to a safe distance. And
Oh, okay.
The difference is that in this location we can't proceed. If we start the attack from inside and there's not an anti-magic zone, we can use our magic to.
Does Juku have detect magic?
He does.
And does he have it memorized?
He does.
So he could cast it next round or
Oh, wait.
something.
He has dispel magic, not detect magic.
Oh, well, you could try to dispel the permanent.
Yeah. I know that's going to waste the spell slot.
Oh.
I have a wand of magic
No.
detection. It has 3 charges.
I have a wand of identify. Can I identify it?
Did you see any means by which they are casting the spell?
Mm-mm. There was nothing there. The corridor was empty. I couldn't get close enough because of the.
The dome, the green dome, protects.
Because according to Snow, the normal spell is a 10-foot radius, so this thing is much bigger. Also, in order
Wouldn't
to
the
make
green dome not work in an anti-magic field?
They don't touch.
It looked like they did on the,
Well,
on the
they
image.
do on the image, just representing it, but they don't overlap in the tunnels.
Yeah,
This
normally,
isn't the
I
map
mean,
that came with the module.
from a
They don't
metagaming
have
perspective, the anti-magic is also cast on self, so it would move with the caster.
Yeah.
It's not a permanent. So this is not the
correct. This is
spell.
why we're saying this might be an object, and asking if you saw anything like that. And did we see anything like that behind the iron golems in the tunnel?
Not really. You were more focused on attacking the golems than trying to see anything behind them. There wasn't like a
Plus,
big
according to Snow,
glowy
it takes a
ball.
year to make a spell permanent. They have not been here a year.
So,
Perhaps the effect was here before they got here.
By the freezing cold city.
Perhaps the adventurers who collapsed the entire city cave on last time cast a permanent magic here. You don't know, but
Maybe
and
we
you're
can
not even
find
sure
some
it's a
scrolls of
permanent magic.
earthquake.
The players are doing a lot of assumptions for the characters that haven't discovered it themselves, right? You
Well,
can't just
Eleazar has been saying all along it's not permanent. But he's been
yeah.
told to shut the hell up and mind his own business all along. So he's assuming it's
just
permanent, like everybody says it is.
I did say that I had no proof it was permanent.
All right, so Juku, you come back. You tell him your little story, and what?
That'll take my full turn.
Yeah, I mean, are you guys still wanting to go in, or are you guys trying to now backpedal and get the hell out of here? Because we don't need to go round and round if you guys are DD mowing right now. DD Mow, is that how it's said?
I like
TT Mow,
Yuku's alternate plan.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What?
It gets us in and it gets us able to use magic.
So you're taking the 2-day siesta? Is that what you're thinking? So where do you guys want to try to get to? Remy, give me a. I think Remy would have like a place not far away that he would hide out in.
A bolt hole.
That's where he was just a little while ago. Actually, you guys found a
We
place
do
already,
have a
remember?
spot.
Yeah, you guys have a
Yeah, we
spot
had the
not too
spot.
far away. I'm gonna say it's about an hour away. You know, you kind of got to climb and stuff to get there. Now, the only
The
problem
other
you
option
guys
is to set up an ambush out here and wait for people to come out and just take them out as they come out.
The other thing you guys have noticed is the the skiffs, the flying skiffs, you didn't kind of, when you set up your area where you're going to hide, you didn't kind of take into account flying wedge lizards on skiffs above you scouting the area. Now, they're not doing it currently, but you guys can hear, as you guys are moving away, the distinct sound of coming this way. You know.
If we can get to a place where we want to rest, I can stone shape at least some cover. I can cast it multiple times if I need to make something that looks like normal stone from the air, but we can hide underneath it.
Yeah, I think you guys
Well,
can do your incident fortress with a like some stone shape above it, right? And
Yeah, something like that.
kind of stay hidden. But it's definitely going to take you guys a little bit to do so. So you guys are backing out for sure. Everybody nodding. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eleazar's been frozen for the last hour, so I can't tell if he's nodding or not. Swister.
Poor Sven.
It's his jungle theme background that broke him. All right, so I mean, we can keep you guys on this map, but I want to clean up some of these death markers because they're not going to leave the bodies out here when you guys go away.
Oh, absolutely not.
If I delete the layer, will it still put new layers
It'll
on?
create a new layer. Yeah.
Okay.
It checks if the layer exists
Okay.
before it adds one, and if
I
it
never
doesn't,
really
it
played with
creates
that
it.
yet.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start pulling back, and about, I mean, you don't get very far. 2 minutes go by, and you guys have already burned 6 rounds of those 2 minutes. Reinforcements start arriving, and Juku heard some of the reinforcements from inside arriving, but also reinforcements from the outside arrive. And it only takes them about 2 minutes to get here. And the reinforcements are dozens of the plate mail guys and at least 4 to 6 red wizards. You can't really tell all the people apart because they're all wearing freaking heavy clothes. I mean, they all look like fur seals on a sled, you know. But when they land and they talk, when they landed and they got off and some of them took their things off, they were talking to each other. You can tell a couple of them. But in general, if you guys were just looking down there, it just looked like 20 people wandering around wearing heavy clothes. You don't know who's who. Unless you're doing some studying and watching, oh, that guy's got plate mail on. Oh, that, you know what I mean? But what I need you guys to do is I need you guys to give me one of these nice little stealth checks. So if you guys got anything that adds to your stealth for whatever reason, you might want to turn it on.
Well,
Standing around in the dark.
at the first sound of them, if we're trying to avoid them, I am going to pass without trace.
Yeah, definitely. You don't need to apply it to everybody. I'll just
It's
assume.
plus 10 to your stealth.
Yeah, I'll just assume everybody has a 10 to this roll. So, um, there you go. Did that work? Okay, good. Wow. You guys got a plus 10 to the roll too, so a 37 snow. Wow.
Like, guys, can you see me? No, you
She
can't.
she like that's why they call me Snow. It's snowing up here. Poof. You can't see me.
Smedley's real skinny. He just turns sideways and
Yeah.
you can't see
Even
him.
Eleazar with a 21 is pretty good with his disadvantage and reliable talent kicked in for Remy.
yeah, 34.
He dropped the 7. That's pretty cool. All right, yeah. So yeah, you guys are able to get your tower set up and into the tower, and secluded area, and you can hear them searching for you guys. On the flying around a little bit. But once you get inside the instant fortress, I don't think you guys can hear shit outside, can you? Adamantium instant fortress.
Well, it's got arrow slits.
It's not like sealed.
Oh, so fireball would be cool inside there, wouldn't it? Just red wizards all come flying up
Nice
on
and
the arrow
warm.
slits and be like fireball, fireball, fire. Okay, good. I'm glad I know this. Thanks for
Yeah,
the
but we can
advice.
also shoot out of it too.
Yeah, well, I got more guys than you guys got. Remember, I have the whole nation of Fae at my disposal currently. All right, so let's do a little cleanup here and give you guys a long rest.
Ah, so refreshing.
Snow,
Chico, are you able to
did
write a scroll?
Snow, you might have been removed out of the combat tracker and put back in. You have no effects on yourself.
Right?
Oh
A
no.
scroll. Not that I'm aware of. Wouldn't that just follow crafting a magic item rules?
Wait, what? I blanked out. What was the
Sven asked
question?
me if Juku is capable of writing a scroll.
Making a scroll?
Yeah.
Where is
What kind
that?
of scroll are you looking for?
Plane or travel?
Hmm.
That way you can do it twice in one day.
Crafting a scroll. Are there any 5e rolls on that? I think so.
I think it's just creating a.
I mean, I wouldn't guess that you have the equipment to do it because you've never done it before.
Yeah.
I got a piece of paper.
I mean, a piece of paper and a pen. If that's all it
Oh,
needs, then you guys got
Remy,
that.
you're a wizard, right?
He's a rogue.
Yeah,
No,
arcane
he's a rogue.
trickster.
Oh, a rogue. Okay, never mind.
That was the closest thing we had to a wizard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I've got a book that has been sitting in my inventory that requires attunement by a wizard. I was like, maybe. But
Remy
you
knows
guys-
a Remy
Did you guys
knows a
know
wizard.
a wizard?
Remy knows one.
I thought Smedley took a dip. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Smedley's a wizard.
Smedley dipped a wizard.
I am a wizard, yes.
you may not want it, but I'll give this book to you. The Librum of Souls and Flesh.
Ugh. That sounds great.
Let me throw it in
Definitely
the party.
not an evil book of magic.
Not at all. I can't even remember where we got it.
I don't know if Smedley would take
Probably-
it. He'd be like, wait, what?
It's useless to me. You could learn a few of the spells.
I
if you
might,
wanna,
I might have a look.
It's
You
kind of
know.
like
I just imagine Smedley like holding it pinched between just two fingers, arm fully outstretched. Like,
Yes.
I closed my camera. Oh, no, I didn't close it. I turned it
it
off.
lets you
like
cast like Animate
don't do
Dead,
that.
Circle of Death, Finger of Death, Speak with Dead, Vampiric Touch.
The only problem
definitely
is
evil.
the binder of the book reminds you of your grandmother's skin. So
Is it moist?
Grandma, we always
Even-
wondered what happened to you after that vacation in Thay.
it even has that slight scent of what is it, olive oil? Or what was the grandmother used?
Engage.
Oil of
my God.
Olay.
I'm dying.
Oil of olive oil, or I don't know what it was called.
Oil of Olay.
Oil
Yeah.
of Olay. Yeah.
Um,
Moisturizer.
wait, I need
Formaldehyde.
Smells like Avon
Mothballs.
products.
mothballs. What am I looking? Message of the day. Damn.
And then Eleazar, before we take our long rest, is gonna sit with Juku and
Wait, if
try
it's
to
made
get
out
some
of grandma's
tips.
skin, you could probably resurrect her.
Did you read the warning and the message of the day?
Yes.
The trigger content warning.
Non-consensual
I don't
reanimation.
consent to this.
Did grandma consent
Hey,
to
at
being
least in D,
reanimated?
resurrection does, the soul has to be willing to be resurrected. So
Well, I
it's like
was
giving
considering
consent.
taking a couple of levels of evil. This book just might be the catalyst.
There you go.
Of evil. I should make a joke class, the evil class.
Wait, it's on your? Is it in your inventory? I wasn't even looking at it.
The evil
but, like,
bastard
I want to
class.
look at it.
Yes.
Did you put it in your
With like
inventory yet?
features like rules lawyering
Oh, there it is.
and
Souls and flesh.
tinfoil
Arguing with the
hat.
DM.
Yes, plot armor obviously is necessary.
Oh,
Oh
it
my god, I'm
whispers.
gonna make a joke class now.
It whispers faintly. Says
Stupid evil dictator
In-
planning where
in
you're required to tell your plans to the players that come up.
Yes.
Monologue.
You can you can
Monologue.
redeem one monologue
Required
for a
to
long
monologue.
rest.
that is kind of a creepy book. It whispers to you like your grandmother does. Are you sure you don't want another scoop of this macaroni cheese? There's plenty more here, honey. Eat plenty. It keeps trying to feed you food.
You're all skin and bones. You need to eat some more, my
No,
dear.
she never said skin and bones. She's always just giving you food because I was never
That's what
skin
my
and
grandma
bones.
always
I was
said.
never skin and bones. Trust me. I was never skin and bones. She never said that to me.
What is your mom even feeding you?
She's not. We eat grass.
All right, so
But no,
Anyway,
don't
so
eat my
Drake-
Werther's original. Don't get those out of my purse now.
They expired 3 years ago.
So Drake, Eleazar just spent some time with Juku.
Mhm.
Eventually, he hopes to be able to control the rage. He doesn't understand what's going on at this point, but right now he can't control it. If he gets hit, he automatically goes into a rage. So he's trying to work with Juku.
Does
Learn some
Juku have a
tips.
way of detecting cursing or anything like that? To try and kind of figure out what's going on to help him understand? Like if he's being afflicted by anything.
Oh, he'll. It's this Morning Star. We made a deal, but it's never. I've never lost control before. Well, as much as I have lately.
And are you seeking to keep this Morning Star and keeping this deal, or you're just looking for better control of it?
He sort of subconsciously pulls it closer to him. Oh yeah, well,
My dress.
I like the Morning Star. We make a good team.
I can try something that might help you out.
No, I just looking to maybe deal with the rage. But I see you're busy. I'll come back later.
Are you like petting your morning star, stroking it lovingly?
I don't know.
You have heard him argue with it on occasion.
Eleazar, I mean, you totally should get another point of inspiration for sure. I mean, totally playing his character. I think I have it. Yeah, you can get two. Good.
If I touch it, are you gonna snap at me? My precious.
Well, it depends on how you touch it. You might be like,
Mine.
oh, nice. Touch it on this end.
You would know by now it's a Morning
Phrasing.
Star of Vengeance. So if he uses any other weapon, he has disadvantage. And if he gets hit, he has to keep fighting the thing that hit him until it is dead.
And Juku's been waiting for him to kind of make a choice to bring it up in some way. So now that Juku knows at least Eleazar is thinking about this, when it's Juku's turn on watch, Juku's going to try and cast Remove Curse on him.
But his only concern is that he's now raging.
Mm-hmm.
And
And if he
doesn't
wants to
understand
reattune
what's
with it, he
happening
can.
with that. But
Yeah.
There's no like save or nothing. You just remove the
No,
curse,
it's
don't
just it removes a cursed effect.
you? Yeah.
And then he
So
can make the choice to either continue it or reattune with it or whatever. It's
now
Eleazar's
he has
choice.
had this thing for like
no,
2 years at this point.
I'm
so.
trying to imagine
We've only
if
been
when he
adventuring
wakes
for like
up
3
though, because
months.
you're not going to tell
Right,
him,
he
you're
had
just
it.
going to cast it on him, and
I
then he
joined the
wakes
party
up,
at
he's
level
not
5.
cursed anymore.
And I
Oh,
already had it.
you
when I-
you already
I
had it.
joined
My
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
He had picked
My
it up as a
apologies.
So I
member of the
mean,
Flaming Fist.
Eleazar, I mean, you can um obviously he could cast remove curse on Eleazar. Trying to do it quietly. How is this going to happen? Like,
Only wait till it's my turn on watch and everyone else is asleep.
yeah, is it a touch?
Yeah, it's just touch.
Well, in the middle of the night, you're trying to touch somebody. Let's see if he notices you, right? Give me a
Who's
stealth check.
asleep?
Darn
Yeah,
it, you
at
guys.
disadvantage. I'll give him disadvantage. He's sleeping.
So I am alert. I have the alert feat.
I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to damage you in any way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It is
Snow is
completely
pretending to sleep.
mundane.
Now,
There is no danger
it,
whatsoever involved.
Sven, is this thing sentient?
I have always treated it like it was. Yes. Let me see if I can pull it up here.
Juku, have you let anybody else in on what's going on with this?
I haven't yet because Eleazar came to me in confidence and wanted to talk it over. So I have not shared this with anybody yet.
Okay, I guess I'm really asleep then.
I think I have a recollection of doing something with something for your thing. Did we have a conversation? Did I send you a text? I don't see a note. I didn't text you. I meant.
PM.
I'm
was
going to
it?
use my inspiration on this stealth
Did I do
check.
something?
Here it is. I found it finally.
Oh yeah, I actually.
So yes, it is. There is an entity that is bound to this morning star through a powerful ritual or curse.
Well, did you ask it its name?
Yeah, as long as you remain cursed, you're unwilling to part with a weapon, keeping it person. I'm just seeing if it's gonna like wake you up or something if Juku comes over here. You know what I mean? You can banish on the sword forces the vengeful spirit to leave it. Juku hasn't studied enough to know he has to do that, right?
Do what?
Wow.
Okay, banishment out of the weapon. He doesn't know there's an entity in the weapon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't know
So
he could do that. Yeah, I don't think this thing's like you guys aren't that attuned yet, right? I don't think it's gonna warn you or anything. So yeah, just give me a stealth check. And
I did.
oh, did you? And Eleazar, give me you have alert. So what does it give you? Advantage on. What does alert give you?
So specifically, it says.
Can't be surprised.
Boom. Did not share.
Why
There
you're
it is, yeah.
conscious. Yeah, give me
He's
a
not
perception.
When you're sleeping, you're considered unconscious. So
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a perception check at disadvantage, please.
Crafting a scroll would take like a week or two.
Yeah. Yeah. So Juku, you could get in bed with him and have your way with him. He wouldn't wake up right now. He must have had a couple of swigs of some kind of moonshine or something. So play that how you want. You're no longer cursed when you wake up, but you still have the weapon. Did you take the weapon away from him?
No, I didn't. Because
Yeah.
my intention as Juku is to do this, and then when he wakes, I'm going to explain fully to Eleazar what I did and why I did it, and basically say it's your choice if you want to continue with this weapon or not. I'm not going to prevent you from working with this weapon. You know your needs, and it seemed like there was something influencing you. So I did this as a precautionary measure, and then it is your choice whether you want to continue it or not.
Remember the weapon from what was the Critical Role cartoon called? The
Craven Edge
the
with the
barbarian. Yeah,
demon inside of
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Orthax. Yes.
That's kind of like this.
I'm a big Critical Role fan. I am not ashamed of it.
I watched the cartoon,
And if you
and that's it.
explain that
And I've
there's
seen a couple of the Critical
something
Roles,
in
but
it,
The
I don't
cartoon's
follow it.
I'll
awesome.
be happy to try and cast banishment on it. It would need you to explain that there's an entity in it, because Juku doesn't know that.
All right, so when I wake up, I'm immediately alert. I'm not sure what's going on. Definitely something is different.
Yeah, you don't have that panic. Um, where's my weapon? You know, like when you wake up, right? That's always like, is it in my hand?
I'm not
And
angry at the world.
Dude, where's my car?
yeah, you notice it's not even touching you currently. The weapon. You're like, wait a second. And then I guess Juku sees that you're awake.
Juku will approach you and say, Eleazar, before we leave and do our preparations for the day, I wanted to explain to you what happened overnight. In discussing with you yesterday, your desire for more control over the rages and things that have come over you, I had an inkling that there was something influencing you. And as a precautionary measure, I cast a remove curse spell on you while you slept. It is a completely benign, it won't hurt you in any way, but it gave the opportunity to separate from any malevolent influence that may have been affecting you. So how do you feel?
Well, I will admit that it's first time in a long time I haven't wanted to punch you in the face. But we have a good thing going on here. We have a deal. I'll go pick up the weapon, but you'll see, especially over the next hour, he's got the wheels turning. He's not ready to let it go yet, but thinking about it maybe
All right.
for the first time in 3 years.
That's a good
If you
opportunity.
ever want to remove yourself from this, I can help. Temporarily
Just
or permanently.
yeah, keep in mind that Juku's not aware of the entity, right? He just
Right.
knows
That's
that it's
why all
cursed.
I've
Yeah,
done is remove curse.
yeah. Well, that's kind of
And
making
I
that
wouldn't do that until Eleazar explains or Juku discovers that there's an entity involved.
making it obvious for all of us.
Now, Snow or somebody may realize, because he said it several times, that I've been referring it to him. I'm referring to the weapon as him, saying we have a deal. We have a good thing going. That type of thing. So, but I haven't actually come out and said anything like that. So, so I'm going to
He's
take
also
the
a
Morning Star
flaming
back.
flaming fist, which is kind of like a marine, right? This is my weapon, and this is my
Yes,
no.
and as he picks up back the weapon up, and again, it scowl returns, and he's sort of glancing side eye at Juku for the rest of the morning, as he's eating his lunch, breakfast, and stuff.
What about the rest of you guys? Snow, you're reviewing some spells. Did you want to have any discussions with the party about your plans?
I don't have any plans. I am not a planner. I'm
I
a
mean, a bard pretty
doer.
much just has what they have for spells, right? They can't like swap
Yeah,
them
yeah.
out or
I don't
anything.
have to prep
So
my spells or anything. Correct.
I'm gonna switch to add detect magic. Just switch a spell.
I
Yeah,
have a
tune your
wand that will
instruments.
also detect magic.
Place we've never.
well, it's nice having. Well, you know, if you got it, you can cast it as a ritual, so you don't have to have it on your spell list for the day to cast it as a ritual, right? So that if he's got it as a wand, you might be able to save the slot for something else. Just saying, unless you want it for whatever reason.
Well, Juku has to have it prepared in order to cast it as a ritual.
Oh, okay. What is it? The
The
wizard's the only one that
wizards
does it?
can.
Yeah, the
There's
wizards.
Yeah,
spells are
Wizards
wizards
does
stupid.
it.
because they have their in their
Clerics are
spell book.
stupid.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
clerics are dumb. God made me forget them. Ooptao made me forget all of them.
You need a spell book, and then you're gonna have no problem.
Yeah.
You just gave one
Well,
away.
I have
Where's
one. It's inscribed on my back. It just makes it hard to read.
Yeah, the little bomb detection mirror is what you got. So what are we doing? A 2-day thing here? Is that what's happening? You guys got to spend 2
Like,
days?
wait
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah. So the plan is to get a long rest. I'm going to swap out my spells for plane shift, move us all to the ethereal plane, put us all into one of those tunnels that's away inside, but away from the green glow that we couldn't pass through.
Well, there's a 20-foot section between the two. So that's the
Well,
target.
there was a whole bunch of tunnel that wasn't in the green glow.
Well,
Right? There was extended tunnels.
it wasn't as accurate. That's what I'm trying to explain. There's really a 20-foot section between the anti-magic zone and the beginning of the greenness. So there is a good spot that you can get into. My glow may not be exactly right to the tunnels. I just kind of stuck it on there.
That's fine.
But I'm gonna say, where's the other glow? I think I had that one about right. Yeah, and the green glow layer. Let me move it about where it should be. Can I get a hold of it? It's so big. Because you'll be able to see it when you guys get in. Is it moving? Oh, it's not moving. That's why I'm having a problem. Okay, there it goes.
And all of us, while we're on the ethereal plane, we'll be able to see everywhere, and we'll all be able to see whatever is visible. They won't be able to see us.
That's 5. I'm trying to get it so you guys have a spot on the map. 15, 15, 20. About 20 foot. Yeah, okay, cool. That's what it says in this diff. Alright, so that's where you guys are gonna like appear, like poof, it's like or do you guys gotta like walk there? Is that
Well, we travel to the ethereal plane. We get there. We walk there. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're on a different plane. And then we rest. We'd have to take a long rest in the ethereal plane, and then I get plane shift again, and then we can shift back. That's why I said it's a 2-day process, because we have to take one
So
long rest in the ethereal plane.
so you guys are gonna be in the ethereal plane
for a day,
unseen, unnoticed in the middle of this
except by
hallway
whatever's in the ethereal
for
plane.
24
I mean,
hours,
we can hang out
witnessing.
in the stone for all we care.
I mean, if you're in the tunnel though, then you can witness
Yeah, we
everything
can watch
coming
what's
and
going on.
going for the next 24 hours. That's what I'm trying to think. Oh, I gotta
Yeah,
tell you guys all what's gonna take
you
place.
got to do some planning.
Well,
So
Figure
far
out
as
what
plane
happens.
travel, do we have peanuts or movies or anything?
What's our
First
in-flight
come,
Skittles.
first
entertainment?
serve.
Only little
Catapult.
cups,
You guys get
uncomfortable seats.
when you kill a red wizard, the Skittles spill out of them, so you get Skittles.
Taste the rainbow?
Taste the rainbow.
And right behind you is a crying baby the whole way,
All right,
the whole
so
24
Look,
hours.
babies can't help it.
I know.
visualize that
The
the
parents
I've
can.
had those.
the a little bit of a theater of the mind thing here. Visualize for a second that this is a mountain, right? And then in the like towards the top of the mountain there's a cave entrance that goes in, and inside of this mountain is a green sphere all the way around.
So is it bigger on the inside than the outside?
It's
Or does it look like this could all fit within that top of the mountain?
Yeah, no, it's low enough in the top of the Misty Mountains that it would be in the mountain. It's not extra
Okay.
dimensional. You don't think it's extra
Okay.
dimensional or
Just
anything.
yeah, just trying to make sure.
Yeah, it's definitely what happened is it's a city that during the spell plague was on Abbey instead of Toril on the in the dragon. That's where the Dragonborn came from, and so it was trapped here in this mountain when that happened, and this green dome protects it inside the mountain. This glass green dome, and they've drilled a hole into the side of the mountain and gotten into the city. Right, broke a hole in the green dome or something. It looks like, or it's partially
When we
collapsed or
pass through the
whatever.
hole they made?
Well, that's how they're getting in through the hole, and that's where you guys are gonna ethereal travel and watch for a whole day
Hmm.
of this in and out. And you guys
Then
have
we can
already
decide if we're gonna pop in or not.
been gone a day
Hmm.
already. So I think the alert levels probably dropped a little bit, and they've probably re-established guards out front and kind of gotten things back. So the first encounter is a reset again. So all those troops have been brought back in, and they're out there in the front doing their things. You guys can scout that first before you take your plan and do all that.
Have they
Um,
replaced the dead iron golem?
yes, yeah, completely. Everything's been replaced.
Okay.
Now, when you get inside and you start watching, they're bringing gear in and out, and you think their shift changes. That they have another base of operations not far away. And you
Okay.
guys think it may be as close as 2 minutes. So they
So
have
let's go check out that other base.
it's somewhere off
I
into the jungle.
agree.
You think it might actually be the heart of Ooptao,
Hold on. I might
but
have a
you've
way to
already
find it.
visited.
Okay.
And somehow they're getting back and forth there rather quickly. Or maybe they have a ship nearby.
A ship or teleportation circle or
Hmm. Yeah, you definitely think maybe they have a teleportation device or something that can transport things fast somewhere. So definitely a lot of troops going on, and but the sailors, they're widening the tunnel. So the whole time that you guys are here, they're banging and chipping, and you can see that these slaves are treated poorly. You know, I mean, it's like when they die, they bring fresh ones in from somewhere. Just replace new slaves. Drag the old ones out. What other questions you guys got? Let's see. So yeah, so the tunnel comes in to the um, mountain, right? And then there's this green dome, and they've broken through the green dome a little bit. And Juka, you didn't get in past the green dome, but you could see in, and that's where you saw the city. Skyscrapers, 250 foot
Mhm.
tall in some places. A whole city that stretches as far as you can see. You can hear, voices and commotion coming around. You guys aren't close enough to the city to know what's going on in there, and that's what Remy wants to do is set up some kind of base inside so you can spy and see what the hell the Red Wizards are doing in here.
I like that plan.
Because there's enough Red Wizards in here that you guys would easily get overwhelmed. You think there's
Well,
enough troops
frontal
in
assault
here
is
that
not the
yeah,
solution.
you guys could take out a bunch, but you think that these guys could work you over eventually and make you have to leave again. And, and the goal is to find out what the hell they're doing in here. And maybe find some other shit. There's a whole city of ancient stuff, right?
Yeah.
Millennia ago stuff that survived. So, isn't somebody
And we
an
can't.
archaeologist out of the group too?
I have a little bit of history.
Yeah, I'm a lore bard, so I'm
Oh
like
yeah, oh that would
know a lot of
this really
stories.
interests
I
the
think that was
snow.
the other one of Robin's 12 characters.
I
She was
guess
a
Oh,
archaeologist.
yes,
Paige
yeah,
was an
it was
archaeologist.
Paige.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's really interested in that right now. Maybe she's in here. We don't know. We don't know what's going on.
So I'm going to talk to Smedley. Hey, Smedley, you want to? I'm not very good with directions. You want to go scouting and see if we can find another entrance or exits? Maybe they're taking stuff out a different way.
So so there's two ways that you guys think you can get in now that you spent some time here. Right. Let's say you guys just spend the time Ethereal here, and then what were you planning on doing? Attacking?
L-
Like fighting?
Looking for tunnels, looking for a place that we could.
Hole
I
up?
mean, the idea is to find some place to observe, right?
Well,
Isn't that what the
yeah,
the
but
Harpers want?
you can't get beyond the dome Ethereal. So you're kind of trapped between the anti-magic zone and the dome in that 20-foot
We can
section.
watch what goes in and
Watching
goes
for
out,
yeah,
but
you can
that's
watch
it.
what's coming in
Yeah.
and going out. But after that, what was your plan after you watched?
Well, my question is to our resident Harper. What are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, basically, we are just trying to see what's going on.
Well,
Is what we were.
Remy would probably want to say, "Hey, I want to try to get into the Green Dome. Maybe we can dress up as a slave or where
Nah, slave's
pretend to be,
not too good.
or pretend to be one of these
It's
guards. Look
all
at them
well.
all; they're all covered up. You
Everybody's
can't.
freaking yeah. Everybody's wearing winter clothes. If we pretend to be a group all dressed up in winter clothes, I'll even shave my head.
I
That
mean,
doesn't
you
have any
guys
hair
aren't
anyway.
that odd looking of a group. If it was like my Tuesday night group, I'd be like, well, but this group is pretty normal looking, except for maybe
Portal, a cat folk,
the
a
A
lizard folk,
turtle, a
I mean,
lizard.
a
and a
turtle
tabaxi.
in heavy clothes with a freaking parka on looks like a guy in plate mail. I mean,
Until you look at his head.
Yeah, just don't look too closely.
Yeah,
so
I mean, but
other
I
than
can
the
also
fact that he's 500
polymorph
pounds,
somebody to hide them.
so disguise
the
self.
hunchback.
Broop,
I
The
could
problem is
polymorph
the
somebody
polymorph.
into like a pet.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to pass through
Oh,
the
but the
anti-magic.
anti-magic.
We don't have to pass through the
True,
anti-magic.
true.
We can
Right.
bypass the anti-magic.
So you could wait until a group of people were coming and going through the same area that you guys are ethereal, and then become
Mhm.
unethereal in that area and then try to blend in and go through the dome with them.
Yeah, we could do that.
Works in Assassin's Creed.
Right, that's all doable with becoming unethereal. You just cancel
Mhm.
the spell or whatever, and you're all going to be there.
Well, it's plane shift. You would just plane shift, boop, and you're there.
And you
And
guys
yeah.
also discover that in the 20-foot section between the dome and the anti-magic, that they have been maintaining a symbol of death spell on the floor. And if you don't know the password, the symbol goes off.
We can listen.
Yeah, so, but you guys learn the password and you know it's there now because you spent some time here, right? So you wouldn't take the 10d10 necrotic damage if you failed the saving throw.
And the password is Sunderbrock.
Does it actually say the
Epic.
password
Nice.
here? It did say that the password somewhere, but I don't feel like hunting
All
for it
hail
right
Lord Page.
now. Speaking the password vineyard. The vineyard is the name. The glyph can be disabled if you guys want, but you don't care. You know the thing now. Vineyard. Where are all these guys? Somebody's named Vineyard around here. I don't know. All right, there is actually a note here. Oh shit, I closed the. I'm working out of a PDF too, so you got to give me a little slack. Then I closed it, so there it is. The it does say that okay, the symbol anti-magic field is a permanent anti-magic field that fills the first 60 foot of the tunnel, which doesn't affect the golems. The protective dome, which blocks teleportation magic, and the Red Wizards have further enhanced the dome to prevent ethereal travel into the city. Lighting either from sunlight streaming through clouds during the day. There's torches kind of lit down the tunnel, so the tunnels are kind of lit because there's a lot of slaves that can't really see. But once past the dome inside the excavation area, the only places the Red Wizards are actively searching have light. The weather is frigid and windy outside, and we don't care. There's blizzards that can happen up here, but inside is also very, very cold. All right, so here's some. Just after midday, a caravan arrives. There's a shift change that takes place during daytime hours and the other, the night hours. You can see there's a red wizard on the night shift, and he also casts dark vision on himself. It says if the characters are foolhardy enough to openly attack the guards, they retreat down the tunnel while the iron golems seal it. The Red Wizard retreats further inside the tunnel and magically contacts other Red Wizards inside the city and their reinforcements. And after 2 minutes, dozens more Red Wizards and champions arrive to attack the character. So 2 minutes you guys got. So sneaking inside. This is what I'm looking for. So are you guys pretending to be part of the Red Wizards entourage or the caravan guys?
I think we could better pull off the caravan guys.
Delivery guys.
Probably.
Are you guys
Yeah.
gonna actually try to like
Yeah.
take over one of the skiffs, like kick their ass and take their skiff and bring the stuff that they're bringing in?
That would require us to go back outside again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the. Oh, you're thinking of when the guys come in carrying shit. I would imagine that most of the people that are carrying the crap in and out are the slaves, right?
The caravans probably just deliver outside.
Yeah, drop a lot of the shit, and the slaves come in and out and get it. But I think you guys are gonna have to kind of pretend to be the Red Wizard's entourage. It's the only kind of choice. So it's gonna be dress apart with a deception check or a charisma check using disguise kits. Anybody have disguise kits?
Not me.
I don't think so.
Anything to enhance your disguises?
I have costume clothes. One set.
Are they clown? Is it a clown outfit? Because everybody likes
No, probably
Bozo.
not.
You could be like, "Hi, I'm Bozo, and I'm here to entertain." Honk honk. And
No,
these
I
are
mean,
my
I
friends.
imagine for snow, it's probably like some stage costume or something from a play or I don't know.
I have a uniform from the Manip City Watch.
From where?
I don't have a disguise kit.
Manic City Watch? What? What'd you say?
There you go. It's in chat.
That's a man. No, that's your Baldur's Gate uniform.
Well, if we're not in a rush, I mean, I kind of hate to suggest it, but if we're not in a rush, I could teleport us all back to Port Nanzaro, and we could collect disguises and anything else we think might be useful, and then we just have to trek back here.
Well, I'm kind of imagining that the idea didn't actually come up to you guys until you were ethereal in the cave.
Well, right, that's fine. I can still use Word of Recall as a spell. I prepped our home base in Port Nanzaro, and I can Word of Recall there.
Or you
So I can
guys
bring
could,
all of us.
or you guys could just do it as you are, right?
Right, that's the other option.
Like instantly try to cover up and then go in, right? That's the other option. Because you're going to become
And die.
unethereal as a group is trying to come in anyways, I think is what your plan is try to blend in. Now, you all
Right,
become unethereal at the same time, right? There's no way
correct.
to
There's no way to
can
stagger it.
can each person end it some way? Is there
No,
a way to end it?
I
Like
have to end the spell.
if I
It's
yeah.
not an ending the spell. It's an instantaneous. You were here. You're now here. Like teleport,
It's
except it's just between planes.
yeah. Let's just
It's
checking
an
Should
if
we
there's
wait until
instantaneous.
a
there's
command word that I'm no longer ethereal or whatever, but no.
Yeah, no, it's just an instantaneous boom.
It's travel, yeah.
could we wait for a smaller group and ambush the small group and take them out and take their stuff?
Ambush them where? You ambush them in the tunnel, and there's going to be reinforcements because there's always going to be people that are going to hear it. So we'd have to ambush somebody outside, like one of the skiffs,
Yeah,
the delivery
if
guys.
you ambush them in the tunnel between the two places, you would have not only the outside guys to work that you already fought, but there's also another the relief for those guys sleeping not far away.
I say when we come in, we move into the city and then we find shelter someplace inside.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
my only thought is you guys can be ethereal and then go back and make another plan and get more disguise kits and then do the same thing and come back and then try to sneak in. Or you could try it right now, and if you fail, then what happens?
We
That's the
die.
question.
Now you're in a bind and you're pinched.
How
Mhm.
fast
Or
can
you
you
try
do
to
the
fight your
teleport?
way in.
The
It,
word of
Groundswell.
recall.
it's this word of Recall is a one action spell,
Oh, so you could like
Can
zip
you
zap
recall
yourself.
planarly?
but
If
I
you
can
were,
only. What's that?
can you recall planarly? Can you just recall yourself from the ethereal plane right into the
You
thing?
and up to yeah. Well, the spell says you
So,
and up to 5 willing creatures within 5 feet of you instantly teleport to a previously designated sanctuary, and I had already set up that sanctuary in Port Nanzaro.
and teleport allows you to travel planarly, right? Yeah. So.
Mhm. As long as you know it. This
So
is a
you don't even
specific
have
one.
to you don't technically even have to end your other etherealness.
Nope.
So we can try it, and then if we
I mean
fail,
you
we can come up with a safe word, and then
Banana.
say the magic word. Then we
oh
run next to you, and poof,
Tomato, it's
get
red.
us out of there.
Hmm.
well, you guys, how close together do you have to be? Range is only
5
5
feet.
feet. Oh wow.
So we all got to be surrounding Juku, basically.
So why don't you dress Juku up as a crate and then everybody carry him?
Hup, 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 hup.
Right? Now everybody's touching Juku. If
Put me
it
in a
fails,
palanquin.
right? And you guys are just gonna come out of etherealness like in the middle of this tunnel, right? Like some guys go and poof, you're gonna just come right behind them, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we get a crate, you put a couple of bars on it, and
You don't.
everybody just grabs a bar,
There's
and I'm
no
inside it.
one watching where you guys are gonna come in, right? That at that exact spot. There's no one unless they're walking through there or whatever, just standing there watching. So it's kind of a pretty decent area for you guys to get into.
Hmm.
So it's just gonna boil down to your stealth rolls here or deception rolls. It's allowing either one. But you can use inspiration on the roll or bardic inspiration or whatever, right? You know, whatever other guidance or whatever you want on the roll.
Yeah, I would definitely do guidance on this
Well,
one.
I think one person can do. You can use
Yeah.
Oh
guidance
yeah, I
on
can give
one,
you bardic inspiration as well.
and yeah, you get to choose whichever one. So whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and roll your deception or a charisma check. Deception check or a charisma check. I don't know.
Who's making the roll?
All of you.
Oh, all
Not
of
me.
us.
Oh, all of
Yeah.
us.
Um,
Use my inspiration on a
I'm
deception.
sorry, you said what skills?
Deception or just a standard charisma check. You would have a bonus if you guys use disguise.
I think I
That was
rolled
gonna
that at
happen.
disadvantage, didn't I? Yeah, I did the first one. So the second one for me.
Is that all of them? If I add them up and it still doesn't beat the DC, what do you think happens?
We die.
Just delete your
EPK.
character. Just
Start
I got
delete your
over.
backups.
characters and
New
well,
campaign, who dis?
yeah, new campaign. I'm done. No more homebrew. Yay! Oh, yeah. Well, you guys didn't make it, so let me put you guys on the map. I know how to do this. You grab the little green thing over here, and you just
Make
drag
sure
it onto
everybody
the map.
stays within 5 feet of me at all times.
Huddle,
All right.
huddle.
So you
Hut, 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 hut,
guys
hut.
are doing the this kind of Juku. You can be wherever you want, like that,
That's
right?
good.
Pretty much
Yeah.
like that's the way you guys are moving around. As you come ethereal, right? So the purple is the anti-magic zone. You guys can see all this, right? The purple is the anti-magic zone. And so around the corner over there, there is miners working all through this tunnel, slaves. and there was an entourage of a shift change. So a red wizard and several of the champions came through here into the room to your left, inside the green dome. And that's when you guys stepped out of being ethereal and decided to follow him in. But as soon as you guys get into the green dome area, the camp is the three guards and the red wizards notice you guys, and they're like, "Hey, wait, there was some questions that maybe you guys can pull some amazing question bullshit out of them."
Love
The
this for
guards
us.
ask, yeah, the guards ask you questions. So let me get these guards on here.
We're with Bald Larry.
Fat Tony sent me.
I don't know why I didn't have these guys kind of already on here, so I'm just dragging them. I'm just dragging. I'm working it. I'm working it.
I'm just looking for
representing
my
the.
mom. She's bald.
Yeah.
Uh,
Could you tell us where the ATM's at? I mean,
oh, this isn't the bathroom? I thought the bathroom was over here.
you know what was kind of hard to
We
find
could turn
is
it
the
into one.
smoking areas at Disney. When I used to smoke, I'm like, these things are hard to find sometimes.
Yes.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Hey, man, we're with the
All
band.
right. Did that all work? Okay. All right. So, I didn't mean to do that. Those guys aren't hostile. The slaves. Sexy whiskers, nice.
Sexy whisker slave.
What the fuck?
And you guys got the map and
Ew.
everything.
Dirty fingers? What the fuck
Yeah.
was he?
So the
Don't ask,
like
don't
one of
tell.
the guards like turns around and sees you guys back there and kind of looks at the other guard and kind of they both stop and they turn around. The red wizard kind of moves around the corner a little bit, not really paying attention to what they're doing, and then like one of the guards gets his attention, and that's kind of where we're going to start this initiative roll. So now I'm not saying that you guys are in combat, but I want to slow things down and just go one at a time here. So I'll even give you the nice sound that we're slowing things down. And I was making these guys unhostile, so.
A knock on the wall. Have you heard of the glory of our Lord and Savior Ubtao? We're here to spread the good word.
Hey.
For the low price of 19 gold pieces, you can get our entire training course.
We did it
12 months of material.
in Curse of Strahd. My gnome shows up to one place, and like, we're here for the party. We're the caterers. What? You gotta let us in. They're like, what party? We've got all this food out here, and people are starving or whatever. So they're like, okay. Yazoo's, I forget the name of the the company. All right, we got the combat tracker right? Yeah. All right. So Lazar, you get to actually start this hokey thing off. What do you do? You can tell that you kind of the guards are suspicious right now. Like, wait, who are you guys? And they turn around and you see their hands kind of lean towards their what they might even have weapons out already since they're on guard duty. Would you be carrying your great sword around or your short bow? I think I'd be carrying my great sword around, like on my shoulder or something.
So I thought we aren't carrying this crate.
Yeah, you guys are in
So I will
exactly.
go into my flaming fist mode as a NCO of the Flaming Fist and just sort of nod and say, "Pardon us, out of the way. We're going to the. We got to get this up to the tower." And just act with confidence like we're supposed to be here. They're below us. I'm an Acme guard and move on.
Yeah, I think. Are you trying to like intimidate them or deceive them?
Yes.
Well, which one would your character be better at? How's that?
Intimiceive.
Uh,
So I'm going to use my last inspiration. It'll be more intimidation than anything else.
yeah,
Just
that's kind of what
bluff
I'm
and
imagining a little bit too.
presume I'm
I mean, not like I'm gonna kick your ass intimidation, but hey, we're
right.
here officially, and okay, I'll allow it. Smedley, what do you,
Observe the Flaming Fist.
so the so the one you see one of the guards like kind of relax a little bit, like after he says that, and he kind of takes a step, turns and takes a step like towards the Red Wizard, and you hear him say something about um, they're going to the tower, like towards the Red Wizard, like informing him of what you guys said. So what do you think Smedley's gonna do?
It's the
I mean, it's
stove.
really what you guys are gonna say or whatever, because you're working as a group, moving
We got the stove.
Juku
What's up,
in
little
like he's a
creature? How
crate,
you doing?
right? So your movement and your actions like that, it's just what you're gonna say or etc. If you want to participate in the disguise or the influence of they're still suspecting you, but one of them's kind of like
Jingle.
not paying attention right now.
You open the crate and just beat Juku. Stop moving around.
Well, you guys don't know, but
We'll just
inside
My
of
time to laugh.
Juku's shell is like Oscar the Grouch's trash can. I mean, it's like a whole
I
nother.
figure it's
Yeah.
like Genie's bottle. There's like this circle
There's
of
like-
pillows, and he sits on them. He's got his little hookah and a
I've
bottle
got
of
a whole
wine
mansion in there.
Yep.
It's my own instant Darren's fortress. I'm just crawl inside.
I do want you to
I'm
go ahead and put your shell
That hand
armor
is
on
still
currently,
there.
just in case.
All right. Portal
I think
shell
you're-
defense activates.
I think he's
All right,
actually in
I
his
will
turtle
just
shell right now.
keep my head
Oh,
down, and
okay,
we'll
yeah.
just
Like, I'm
keep marching like
confused.
we belong here.
Brought
All right, so
lunch.
you're not Smiley's not going to say anything or try to influence the situation. Fine. Oh, how about?
Oh my God,
Are you
Smedley's the last person you want
okay,
trying to
you
be
did? Okay, I
social.
installed
Yeah.
it.
How about Snow? She's got a little persuasion to her.
Yeah, but I think I'm just gonna play along with what Eleazar said. I'll stand straight like I look like, I'm about my business. Um, yeah, I'm just gonna play along.
So you see one of the workers, right? One of the slaves, kind of look at you and
Hmm.
look at your weapons and stuff, and you get you see him like grab his like pick or whatever his hoe whatever he's working his tool, and he kind of gives you the sign that if there's going to be a throwdown that they're in, right? You get that
All
kind of
right.
feeling from, and you see him kind of nod to a couple of the other guys, and they kind of glance back and look at you too, and they kind of nod.
Okay.
So
I will
this,
note that and wink at him as quickly as I can, just like a quick little.
like, to signify that he was right, like that you guys are here to kick their ass, kind of thing,
Just
or
that I see him.
oh,
And
just like
noted.
okay, just like a wink, like it doesn't
Not
really
even
mean
like that
anything. Wink.
obvious.
Oh,
No, like if shit hits the fan, good to know you're on my side. Wink.
okay. Um, so
Oh my bad.
this guard, he starts approaching, and he says, "I don't remember seeing anything on the manifest about anything coming in to be delivered to the tower." He starts fumbling through some papers that he's got in his pocket. He's like,
Oh, she didn't tell you? That's because it's none of your business.
Yeah.
You want to come with us, and then you can take it up with her if you'd like.
Yeah.
he's like,
I'm not stopping either. I'm just continuing to walk.
yeah. So you guys
Yeah, we'll just continue.
like push past him, like kind of thing, like try
Yeah,
to.
it's like, look, this is heavy. We got work to do.
So
Does he want to be responsible for us being late to our appointment?
are you stepping in with that sly
Yeah, I
comment
mean that's
there?
what I'll say as we like walk
Get,
as we're walking past, right? Like
give
that's what
me a
I'll say.
deception. We're it's kind of a skill thing here. The better, the more the skills rolls. Not a one. You shouldn't roll a one though.
Well, I got +10, so it's
So
11.
Halfling luck.
so
She gets a reroll.
There's no such thing as critical failures on skill checks.
so he's like, what is that a tail? And he points to your tail that kind of
Is
hanging
that a
out of your
mustache?
that's kind of hanging out of your your cold weather gear.
Hmm.
And he says, "There's no tabaxis in our group."
To which I will respond, I'm just here on business, man.
How about Juku? Is he gonna do anything?
Well, he's not making any noise.
Right, but I mean, he can hear what's going on. Is he? Is he
He's ready to cast the spell.
teleport?
The word to recall. He's just
Yeah.
he's just paying attention.
I mean, it feels like there's about to be a throwdown here in a second. So
Hmm.
I don't know what your intentions are. Um, so Remy, does Remy want to do anything? I mean, we're kind of in
Corner of the
initiative,
box.
but we haven't like gone to combat yet.
We're also 5 minutes over.
Oh, this is a good spot to stop, isn't it? This is a perfect spot to stop,
Garvey
right?
doll.
You can think about
Did
it.
you did you have something you wanted to say before we take a week break? And you might not be back next week, so
2 weeks.
or
2
2
weeks.
weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 2 weeks? Are we?
No, I'll be back with Rob's on the 20th.
That's the 18th, right? Or
We play again on the
the
20th.
20th, the 20th.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're okay. We'll be here.
Yep.
Are
I mean,
you
we'll be
leaving us,
really
Garvey doll?
excited because
I'm going to say the same thing. Look, if you think you know every single guard that she has hired for to be on her detail, you're welcome to come question her yourself. But we have a job to do.
all right, so they understand that your argument is that you're supposed to be here, but they don't have proof of that. So they call for the guy that actually can make the decision, who is the Red Wizard, who then comes and approaches. And now that's where
Hey,
we're going to stop.
lady.
Hey, lady! as they say, "Hey boss, these guys say some chick sent them here. What do you say?" He's like, "Some chick?"
They
So
brought the turtle soup.
that's where we're gonna stop it.
Did he really go and fetch the manager?
Yes,
I
All
don't
right,
want to
Karen.
speak to the manager.
you guys do know that the Red Wizard's name is Karen.
Spelled
Karen.
Keren. Karen.
Wait, the Red Wizard's the
Keren.
manager.
Okay,
Wouldn't it be the guard's name,
Keren.
there we
Karen?
go. I
Karen.
changed it so next in 2 weeks you guys
Love
get
it.
to kill Karen the Red Wizard, or I don't know what you're gonna do. You guys do know there are just outside the door, no, some 60 feet away, are 3 iron golems and the whole crew that you guys just defeated, pretty much. And then inside, there's reinforcements that can be here rather quickly. But Juku thinks that getting into the city would be less of a fight right now than trying to stay here. Like, right, punch your way through. So if
And
you
then
end up
hide.
having a fight, then the punch through is the way to do it. But then you got to get somewhere and hide, right?
Aren't we just? I thought we had a safe word that we were just gonna say if things go
Bananas.
south. I really want some
Bananas
macaroni
are
and
never
cheese.
safe.
Bananas.
What did you guys plan a safe word?
Yeah.
Banana.
Then I was going to do word of
Bananas.
recall once I hear the safe word.
What's our
So
safe
how
word
many
though? For real?
safe words do you have to hear? Like just one and you're out?
Snows is bananas.
And Eleazar's is mac and
That's
cheese.
slippery.
So we combine them.
Is
Like
what?
some macaroni and cheese and bananas.
Oh,
right there.
macaroni and cheese
So
and bananas.
if weapons are drawn, you guys are out. Is that the plan?
Yes.
You guys don't want to have a combat?
I think
I mean,
we
if we
can
can
take this whole
I
place.
think we can take it.
I don't think you can take the whole place. I mean,
Then we die.
yeah, I mean, your
It's
goal
not
is
the
I
end of
think
the
we can
that's
call
not
it
why
hard
world.
before we
that's not why
do.
Remy's here anyways. You guys, the rest of the party is pretty much murder hobo, but Remy's here to try to find a place to figure out what these red wizards are doing in here, and also maybe loot the place before the red
I'm on
wizards
a
do.
mission to see how many characters I can play in one campaign. Like that's my mission. So
All of them.
All right, that's it. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Let's see if we got to go raid somebody. Who's out there that we got to go? Anybody doing
We have a
fantasy
backup
grounds?
party that we made, so we're ready.
There's
Oh, yeah.
still
I
there's
got a
still
kobold warlock ready to go.
they're still in the I still have control of your characters too. They're still in the character thing. But I'm gonna go over
Mine's
here
a
and hit
pixie
the
or something.
Oh
hit the
yeah, I want to. That's why Reed talked about that. I thought about being a pixie
it-
too.
is Marcia Cat gonna be on for a little bit?
Yeah, she
All
probably
right,
is going to be on for a little
let's
bit
go raid
longer.
Chico's wife since
Yeah.
she's right behind him and we can hear her. So
Nice.
let's go say hello
Sounds like she's having
to
all kinds of fun.
Martian Cat. She's playing Fatal Frame Through the Tormented. She's always playing some creepy stuff. It's like
Yeah, that's her Friday night thing is horror games.
so so it's about 7 seconds. Say goodnight to everybody. Hey, thanks for hanging out. And Gorgio, I saw you out there.
Good
Um,
night.
he wasn't killing anybody.
I got a
There's no
bunch of-
combat, but hey, everybody, see you guys. How
See
about-
y'all.
Wait, what happened to my button? No, not that
You
one.
got
The raid got
canceled.
canceled.
I see if
Re-raid.
you close off, it cancels.
Yeah, it does.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
All right, I just started it. Just wait 5 seconds. 4, 3. Here we go. Now we're gonna raid. See you guys.
Bye.